Good. Welcome back, everybody, to Play Dean. When last we left our players, they were in the Taramedes region of Play Dean, east of the Forest of Taran, and had become embroiled in their and been sort of waylaid from their kind of main purpose at the moment, which has been to try and make their way back towards Midgin and or Oakenford Crossroads to check in several months on following the meteorite impact in Oakenford, which devastated the town. Jeb in particular, who was there on that day, has been anxious to get back and catch up with what's been going on. So, but the group has become waylaid because they stopped on the Elf Road south that runs between south from Valarion down to Oakenford, and met a census taker on the roadside, a young girl who, unfortunately, when giving a fortune telling to Ingrid, suffered some kind of episode and has gone into a sort of catatonic state, and the group, having rushed her back to her home village of Accord, have now set out and with a great effort made their way to Gal-Bromas, near just to the east of Accord, and it was a journey that felt rather perilous and involved some real mind fuckery, to use the technical term. I think it's fair to say, with each of the three, and indeed Rodney the Imp as well, all suffering a kind of enforced vision or delusion or something along those lines. Not quite sure the exact form of that, really. But that's where the group find themselves, and a great effort did indeed make their way to the tower of Gal-Bromas, a place of ill repute, according to Amos, the father of the stricken girl, who certainly views the place with a healthy amount of suspicion and wariness. So that is where the group finds themselves, and I think this music is, if I'm honest, a little too optimistic for the occasion. So let's switch that up. And again, do keep me posted in chat, particularly if on stream, if the music levels are too low, because it should come through at a nice volume that doesn't drown the players out, but should be audible. So then we find ourselves back inside Gal-Bromas. Let me just get the music up a little. There we go.
Feel the brooding.
The door having slammed shut behind you, Rodney, who had led the charge inside, nowhere to be seen, plunged into darkness. The only sounds that are audible at this moment are just the kind of ambient sounds of just something, who knows what, echoing off distant walls. And of course, the last thing you heard, having received multiple warnings not to venture inside, was a voice, an ethereal voice that said, "So you have come." The room that you find yourselves in, somewhat partially visible as it is, given each of you possess dark vision, is barren of detail. It's in fact completely bare, with the exception of two doors. One that leads they're both kind of sort of a diagonal angle, I guess, from the front door. So one sort of northwest and one sort of northeast of you as you stand, The voice that you heard continues. Well, since you have come, you must stay for supper. Will you join?
Before I answer out loud, I'm going to just think, do we have a choice? And see if there's any response.
This voice that you're hearing, you are all independently hearing it in your minds rather than it being out loud. So, Jeb, when you think to yourself, do we have a choice? You hear a chuckle. Of course you had a choice. You could have not come in at all. But you chose to, so I assume you want to look around.
Sorry, I was just thinking it would be funny if, I guess Jeb would think in the same voice that he speaks.
Yeah.
That's normal, right?
Jeb in his inner monologue is just extremely eloquent. It's just like completely different accent.
Well, ma'am. Yeah, that's how he hears himself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of sideways glance to Ingrid and Lorben and say, I don't think this is so much an invitation as it is as a mandate.
Yep.
I think we're in it now.
Yeah.
I could do some food.
I am
Well,
starving as well.
Food be all right, I reckon.
Well, please, come.
I will.
Up, down, forwards.
You'll find me.
Oh,
Okay. This is very sinister. I guess I'll start.
like this.
I don't either, but like she said, we're here now. Might as well. We're here for Mare Beth.
Mm-hmm.
We need. I guess we can do this for her. Just keep us going. And I'll start slowly and cautiously ascending the stairs.
Well, what you've got in that room is two doors.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay,
Sorry.
So it's kind of one to your left and one to your right.
Oh, well.
Any visual difference between them, or are they just
Yeah.
two doors? Kind of.
They're both pretty nondescript. Yeah, they may not be
Okay.
exactly identical, but they don't have signs on them or anything like that.
Are we feeling left or are we feeling right?
We don't hear Rodney making a riot in like some other room, right?
Yeah.
No.
Anything
question.
I can. Oh, that's a point.
Do you have like a Rodney sense, Lorben?
I may have better, but I need to double check whether I can do it from here or if I can do it from distance. So I can, with Find Familiar, see. So I have a telepathic connection within 100 feet, and as a bonus action, I can see and hear through them. But I'm just double checking if I need to be able to see them for that to work. I don't believe I do. No, I think Yep, if they're within 100 feet of me, I can see through Rodney's eyes, which
Ooh.
I always hate.
100
He
feet.
sees the world in a horrible way, but
Are you within-
I'm gonna try and reach out telepathically first before attempting to see through his senses. I think because
So tell
that
me
is
more about the
always a last
telepathy.
resort.
What does the telepathy stipulate?
So while your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Obviously, mine and Bronny's communication is less verbal than Lorben would like, and more biting based and things along that nature. But Lorben always tries to talk to him, so
Yeah.
I feel like
Okay,
he would just be kind of probing with his mind of just like, Rodney,
If
Are you here, you little bastard? Where are you?
okay, so that you're trying to project that and see if you get a response, right?
Yeah, I think I'm well aware at this point that I would also probably be in some way getting picked up by the creepy fucker that's trying to lead us to them. So,
I'm just trying to figure out if you are within 100 feet. You receive a message back from Rodney.
okay.
I don't know how useful it's going to be to you. It's
I thought this might be the case.
it seems to just be kind of garbled noises, and as if Rodney was trying to speak if he was right in front of you, basically.
Right, yeah, okay.
But I guess on the plus side, you've confirmed that you are within 100 feet of Rodney.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of look at Ingrid, just like, he's close enough. I'm going to try and look through his eyes.
Yeah.
Oh god, and then I'll just do it. And I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Today's session of Written in the Stars brought to you in beautiful Rodney Vision.
Rodney Vision. As you disappear into the. What out of interest, Lorben, what does that manifest for you? Like, do you change physically in any way when you're doing this?
I think, oh, that's a fun thing. So I'm seeing through his eyes and hearing through his ears, basically. So I feel like for Lorben, it's probably kind of like you're looking through like a viewfinder kind of thing, but it is psychically hurting to him in some way. Maybe not enough to cause any lasting damage, but for him, it is very much kind of like, oh god, oh no, oh why. No, why does he see things like this? Ah! And it's just that constantly while he's doing it. And it's like, it's probably deeply unpleasant to try and experience the mortal plane, the normal plane, through the eyes of some kind of demonic imp in the way that it perceives things.
Is this ability also limited to the same distance range?
100 feet, yeah.
Yeah. So as you disappear into the head of Rodney, there you are, seeing through Rodney's eyes, and what you're seeing is a room that appears to be like a kitchen.
Oh?
And Rodney is kind of moving through the room and like opening cupboards, but everything he opens so far seems to have like crockery in it. There's you know, nothing, it's just sort of crockery. He takes out a plate and kind of examines one and licks it, and then puts it back in the cupboard.
Yes.
Clambers up onto a stove top, kind of bends down and sniffs at some crumbs, and then just like with a whip of his tongue licks up the thing. As he passes across the kitchen, the vision flickers and then disappears as Rodney moves out of range.
Oh, okay. We're not super far from the kitchens. Rodney was in them.
Oh, he's all right.
He's alive. He's corporeal.
All right.
That's good.
Don't touch the plates. I don't know. If there's a soup, you might be fine.
The three of you here.
I've not eaten off a clean plate in years. It's been a while, but you may not like it.
You've had worse, right? The three of you hear the ethereal voice come through. Are you coming? It says a little impatiently.
I just gesture towards either of the doors. Just I've got nothing.
I think I
just
probably.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Ingrid. I'm sorry.
I was saying Ingrid just starts walking towards the door, maybe the left door.
Sure.
That's the one that I was going to start heading toward the
Excellent.
left. Yeah, just make a choice.
Yeah, I'll stick right with these two.
You open the left-hand door.
Creak.
Thank you. And as you walk through, you find yourself in this long, wide corridor sort of room. And down both sides, there are just long racks of clothing on both sides of the room. It's like going into a TK Maxx or as it's known in some parts of the world, TJ Maxx. For our, let's do our localization there. But in the, it's just like otherwise. Long racks of clothes. But with one key exception, these clothes are divine. They are lovely.
Throwing some shade at TK Maxx. Wow.
Yeah, well, fuck them.
They wish they could be a TJ Maxx.
Yeah, I like TK Maxx. Sorry.
There is a door at the far end of the room. There's also a little side door about halfway along. But there's these just long racks of clothing. As you make your way inside, you hear the voice of your host that says, "Oh, that's a splendid idea. Each of you simply must pick out an outfit and wear it to supper. I think you'll find that there's clothing suitable for..." Wait. Hold on a second. What the... Fuck! A few seconds later, the side door, from behind the side door halfway up the room, you hear the clanking of a key in the lock, and the door opens and a woman strides out in a glorious dress of like blues and purples. She looks to be of around sort of early 40s. Long fair hair and a beautiful circlet on her brow. She comes striding down the room and makes a beeline for Jeb. She strides over and
kind of stepping back a little bit, like not sure what to expect here.
You see her reach into a fold in her gown and pull out a tape measure. She sort of stomps over to Jeb, looking really, really annoyed. She kind of looks at Ingrid and Lorben. She's like, "Well, go and look. There's lots of stuff for dwarves and elves and whatnot." She looks at Jeb. Like, what on earth are you? And starts taking measurements. She starts like drawing like her tape measure across your chest and like down you, and then she like crouches down and like starts measuring up your outseam and so on.
I don't know what to do, so I'm like T-posing, so I'm just like fucking this was unexpected.
You feel her sort of like you feel her sort of like nudge your legs a little further apart, sort of like into the stance that she wants,
all right.
28. You see her like she takes out a little notepad and starts scribbling things down, and then she turns around and looks at Lorben and Ingrid again and says, Go, choose something, for goodness sake."
Ingrid didn't realize that she had her like grip on her axe when she busted out of the room, and she's like, "Oh, all right," and starts looking.
I'm just like arms in the air, like, why? Who is this?
I kind of look at them both, just like, I kind of look at them both and just be like, "Go on, get, I guess."
Pretty close.
She
I'm just like absolutely baffled.
It's like,
who is this?
Yeah, while she's measuring me, I will say is like, "Ma'am, I reckon it's a pleasure to meet your," as she's like bringing my legs, like, "acquaintance." It's like, may I ask who is currently measuring me?"
She doesn't answer at all. She stands up and looks at her notepad, and then she goes to the nearest rack of clothing and starts just like whipping through clothes, and it's like, well, she pulls out this glorious outfit with a beautiful dark green waistcoat and a yellow shirt, and these absolutely delightful short trousers. And she holds it up in front of her and kind of turns and holds it against you, Jeb. She's like, well, it was designed for a halfling, but I think this will do. Here.
Yeah, as she's like pulling it and doing all this, I will kind of protest and be like, "Ma'am, if it's all the same, I'm pretty okay with what I." And then when she turns around, I'll be like, "Oh." So yeah, I'll take it. I'll be like, "Well, thank you," and I'll like throw my hat.
My arms are still in the air, just like, why are we okay with this? Who is this person?
She
No, but free clothes.
I don't know, man. I'm just going with it.
I want clothes, but I want to know who this is.
It's the weirdest day I've had in a long time.
she grabs Jeb by the shoulder and kind of like twists you round to sort of look behind you and sees that you have a tail, and just grabs the short trousers and just like takes a pair of scissors out of of one of the folds of her dress and just really hastily cuts like a patch out of the back of the short trousers, and then just thrusts the outfit into your arms and looks round at Ingrid and Lorben, who, as far as I know, have not moved an inch since this began. And
Oh no, Ingrid's looking at clothes.
oh, Ingrid's looking at clothes. Lorben's
it's like, why
just
spinning but not
Lorben's
walking. I'm just
stunned.
like, why?
She says, she goes, well, just take something you like. And she goes out through the door that she came in, slams the door behind her. You hear the key clank in the lock, and you're left alone again.
I'm getting some fucking trousers.
That was something.
I guess I'm gonna like sidestep into one of the clothing racks to change clothes.
Nice.
Like a kid at a mall in the 90s, just like, I guess I'll be in here.
Like circular clothing racks. You
Yeah.
just go
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, just hide in it until your
No,
mom's
I,
like, I'm leaving. And then you're like, no, I've got it.
No,
Can I have a quick
I'm
peek to
here.
see if there's anything like imp sized, like maybe a little dapper suit or a waistcoat
A
or,
little
maybe a little
suit.
hat or anything?
Sure.
We need Rodney in a little tuxedo.
I will find.
Give
how big an
me
imp is.
give me an investigation check, Lorben.
Oh, I can try. There's the buttons that do the things.
Ooh, a 3.
Well, I didn't see any. Oh, do I? Come.
Searching among the racks, you cannot find. How tall is Rodney?
He.
About 2 feet, maybe.
He's tiny, so I think he's between he's less than 3 feet. I think.
Yeah. Let's call it 2 feet, roughly. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, between 1 and 2, probably. I think.
Okay.
And as big around as he is tall. It's just, I see Art Rodney as a little
He's
orb,
spherical.
A little orb.
Yeah. An angry ball of hate.
I think he's more like a lowercase b. He's got like a little pot belly. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
He hasn't been subsisting on the typical diet of an imp. He's been kind of too well fed, if anything. He's had access to food that imps wouldn't normally get. You know.
Yeah. I buy him a cake on an odd occasion.
Yeah.
So, on a 3, you find some. There's nothing on the racks, but having something that seems to have fallen off a rack and appears to have in some way landed in like a puddle of where water's dripped from the ceiling. There's just some old. It looks like it was designed for a young elf.
Okay.
Like a child elf, but they seem to have been sitting there for some time and are now quite soiled. But that would be of the right size for Rodney.
I think the however soiled it is, it's probably fine for him.
He's not that precious about that kind of thing, is he? You know.
No, I mean, if it's not soiled now, it'll be soiled later, so it's
Yeah.
not really any issue there.
Now, Jeb, you've got your outfit. Ingrid and Lorben, there are so these racks have clothes for days, and you can tell that whoever's been making them, that there are clothes there that are perfect for the proportions of dwarves, perfect for the proportions of elves, of humans, of bugbears, of goblins. So there's a wide variety. Now, Ingrid, how into getting dressed up is Ingrid? Typically, you're in more like armor, right?
Yeah, generally. Well, technically she doesn't wear armor.
Well,
She just
not
wears
armor,
clothes,
but
you know.
battle clothing.
But yeah, I think what she'd be looking for is kind of one of those like they're like pants, but they kind of look like a dress, like it's secret pants. You know, anybody know what I'm talking about? Hopefully,
Run that by me one more time.
they're like when you stand back for a while, they don't look like pants, but then you're like, ha, secret pants.
What do they look like?
They look like a large dress, but they're two legs.
Yeah, they're like really billowy.
I kind of got
It's like one of those magic eye puzzles where you have to like cross your eyes and then you see what it is, but otherwise it's just
like they look like they're in a dress, and then
the
person could go crab stance suddenly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay, I hear you.
Just like stuff that she could like be fancy, but also be like ready to smack someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What
I had those in high school. They were called Jinkos.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't think that's a million miles away from
like, fancy Jinko jeans.
Pretty much.
What color would they be?
Let's go for like kind of like a maroonish, purpley kind of cool color.
Okay, I like that. Nice.
That's the ideal.
All right, give me an investigation roll, Ingrid. Let's see how close you get to finding your dream outfit.
I'll try.
Oh,
I just find a complete dress. Hold on. Perception, you say?
Investigation.
Investigation, right?
Oh, that was. Is it the same thing? Please be the same thing. No,
different
it's 18. It's not 19.
18, no problem.
Close enough.
I got some great news, Ingrid. You find the outfit of your dreams.
Yes.
You find the secret pants.
Yes, secret pants.
Give me also, Ingrid, a quick perception check, if you would.
Okay.
Seven. Okay, no worries. Never mind. Lorben, tell me about your dream outfit. What would that look like?
I think he'd probably look a little bit like a background trumpet player in like a 90s ska band. He's like going for like he's looking for like a pinstripe trousers with like dodgy suspenders, like
some checkerboard somewhere. Truly,
I'm trying to.
He thinks he looks great.
Oh yeah,
with like a trilby hat. Is that the?
Oh, not that bad. No, not that bad. Not that bad.
All right, I'm trying to envisage what the fantasy version of this would be, but you know, let's go.
I'm excited for you to work that out.
Give me an investigation roll, and we'll see if I have to work it out.
With any luck, I will do a bad roll. Okay. I don't know if it's intentional, but I'm not seeing dice on your.
Oh, you're right. Where are they?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Let me.
I might have just missed it the first time.
Secret dice, yeah.
I don't think I'm seeing it in the dice room either.
2 seconds. Oh yeah, why is that? Hold on a second.
They cast invisibility.
Let me just roll a d20 quick.
It was actually a d20. A nat 20, fuck.
So that did appear then. Did you see that one in the room?
No.
Okay, reload that page. That should sort that. However, let me
do a little test roll for you. Oh yeah, I see it in the room now.
Okay.
You might need to
fine.
deactivate the source and turn it back on again in OBS.
Yeah.
Microtransactions.
And let's just try a little D20 here. No, that isn't working. Oh, yeah, there it goes on stream. Cool. Nice. Okay, we're back in business. Very good. Thank you, players. So, after all that, don't try and fool me, Lorben. That was a 7.
Dang it! I guess I have to wear cool clothes instead.
You find... you know those, like... medieval trousers that are like they only come down to about the knee and they sort of puff out and then come back around with like long socks, so you find that in like a deep red, and then a tunic that matches. These are nice clothes, but they're nothing like the trumpet playing scarf,
the background trumpet player
of your dreams.
Thank you.
And unfortunately, this outfit does come with a matching trilby hat.
Okay.
Can't run from it.
Ghost voice is
Yeah.
like, the hat is mandatory.
all I'm thinking about is the amount of fucking trilbies I saw at the conference I went to last week. But yes.
Yeah, I bet.
You just keep
So
trying
many.
to take it off, and somehow it keeps finding itself back on your head.
Yeah, it's just.
No.
Now, additionally, Lorben, give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Which I'm not a wise man.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Are you sure?
Don't need to be a wise man.
A nat 20.
Nonsense.
On a nat 20, you see something that neither Jeb or Ingrid saw, which is a little cubicle, like a changing room to the side. So you just step in there and get changed while Jeb hides in the fucking clothing racks.
Out in the middle of the room. I don't know.
I think I would point it out to Jeb, but like probably to the point where it's like he's already like trousers down, like it's no use him now knowing where the changing rack is, like, or the changing
Got like
room is.
one pant leg on. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you just see like a rat hand come sticking out and it's like, I'm good in here, brother.
Okay.
So,
I like check, like rifle through the pockets that I can get as well, just to see what
that's
is
interesting.
there. You know, like are these things that have been worn before? Like, are these dusty? Are these clean? Are these like
these
freshly
are
laundered?
pristine. The strong sense that you get is that these have all been made and never touched by any other hand.
Okay.
They are clean. The stitching on them is magnificent. This is high quality wear. As you all reconvene in the room in your new outfits, does anyone Jeb wearing this green and gold kind of combo, Ingrid in this maroon purple vibe, Lorben in this deep red and gold sort of ensemble with the trilby, of course.
God.
Does anyone have any strong thoughts on what you haven't seen your companions
opinion.
like this before, of course, or even yourselves, perhaps?
I will have like kind of folded my cloak and my traveling clothes that I've been wearing, and kind of set them aside and like very hesitantly like remove the hat and like set it on top of everything. And some of my smaller, like alchemical vials, I'm going to just tuck in. Do I have like a waist pocket on the vest or like in the pants or anything like that?
Oh yeah, on the well, you've got a little waistcoat on, so that's got a couple of little sort of small pockets on the front.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep some with me, like not so it's not like my whole slung with belts and straps and bags thing. That's all in a big pile, but I am very hesitant about leaving everything.
Yeah. You do, Jeb, of course,
Yeah.
one thing to remember, I don't know if it goes with this outfit, but you do have a bag of holding on you.
yeah.
That's right.
Ooh.
Does it have a nice strap that I could sling it around my?
Do you have like an inner
What does a
pocket,
bag of
maybe?
holding look like?
Yeah,
I
it's like
suppose?
a tote bag of holding.
Okay. I think
It's an IKEA bag.
I love the tote bag of
a
holding.
messenger
So
bag
good.
of holding. I think it's not outside of possibility that Jeb, in his like kind of alchemical tinkery ways, would have modified it
Yeah.
to like be born that way.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So yeah. Okay. So a clutch of holding. I like that. So stylish goes with everything.
So fancy.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll sling that around me, kind of cinch it a little bit, and step out, and be like, "Well, I feel like I'm on my way to Sunday dinner."
Never seen you without a hat, Jeb.
I know. I'll kind of slick it
Wow.
back, and you can see it's all like fucked up. So he's like trying to like lick
like
it.
hat
You got
shapes.
hat hair.
Yeah. It's like, well, Miss Ingrid, you look awful nice yourself.
Oh, thank you. And she'll do like a little curtsy with her not pants or not
Like tipping
dressed.
my hat at you.
Yeah. And that's the nice. And Jeb will go, oh, and that's such a nice dress. Well, I'll be them are pants. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Really impressed by the secret pants.
Thanks, it has pockets.
Wow. Well, I'll be dipped. That was for cockers.
Ingrid, where in this outfit does the unnamed axe go?
That's a good question. I was trying to think of that. Like, I don't think I could really. Maybe it's just to hold it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean, that seems like
like-
an elegant
Yeah,
solution.
Yeah, it's fine. I use it as like a cane. Not really. That wouldn't work very well. It's too big. for that.
As you all gather in the room, as you all gather in the room, the voice comes through again. It is undoubtedly the same voice as you heard grumbling a moment ago, but has returned to its more ethereal state in your minds. So, you all look absolutely fabulous. Come through the door at the other end of the room. There's some that. What the fuck? No! Get out!
I'm going.
Can I quickly see if I can switch to Rodney's vision?
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh no, I know what this is. I know what this is.
Rodney is in the seems to have made his way into the pantry. And you see him just snarfing on food, just absolutely shoveling handfuls of bread, cheese, grapes, everything into his gob. And then you kind of see his head whip round and see the same woman that came through and measured up Jeb, just like trying to pull him by the arms to try, and he's just like and like slashes at her. And
Go on, eat all those fucking grapes.
you see this go on, and eventually Rodney grabs a handful of bread rolls, and then disappears, like darts through the legs of this woman, and goes goes through, and then the vision flickers as he once again moves out slightly out of range. A few seconds pass in silence, and well, I don't know. Do you want to catch
Yeah,
the
I'm
team
gonna
up?
I just Rodney's raided the pantry.
Awesome.
Sounds like he's all right.
Definitely don't eat anything at this point.
All right.
Oh.
I was kind of
You-
hungry, but okay.
Yeah, you don't know where he's been, but unfortunately I do, and it's not great. We should
Take back
probably
my awesome.
find the kitchen or the pantry or wherever the tailor person wants us.
Oh yeah, what door did they go to? Can we like go and see if peek
Yeah.
our head in there and see if she's there?
You can go to the side door that she came through. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think I'd go to it and I guess knock first. Did we hear her latch sit back when she walked away
Yeah,
from
she
us?
locked it. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll kind of like politely knock.
No, not that door. The one at the end of the corridor.
Oh, all right. We'll meet you there. I suppose.
Yes, just hurry, will you? This isn't. Just hurry.
We'll be right there. Yes. All right. So yeah. start going down that way.
I'm just gonna like say to this, just like, but that was the person who made the clothes, right? And then they want us to go to the kitchen, and now what the fuck is going on here? Why
I don't know.
is
I reckon if she wanted us dead, we'd already be. We probably would have made it across that swamp. So maybe she's just scared?
maybe?
Yeah.
I guess
mean-
let's try and play along for now.
Unless she just dressed us out for our funeral. That was a mighty nice thing for her to do. We look all right.
That's true.
You look fine, Lorben, as well.
I
Nice hat.
That wasn't like that wasn't fine like a
Thank
mighty
you.
fine, was it? That wasn't like a mighty fine. That was like a acceptable, you know.
it's just like,
Fine.
yeah, I do look fine. Let's go.
Good. So you're going to the door at the end of the corridor, yeah. So all right, good.
Yeah. And
Open-
once again, a little more quickly, like, no.
The door is open.
Oh,
This every time this voice you hear this voice speak, it now is sort of feels just slightly tinged with frustration.
I think every time she's speaking, I'm in my head just replying, "Yes, but who the fuck are you?" Just every single time at this point, I'm just like trying to.
Being light.
Oh, it's always in my head. Out loud, I'm probably.
when you kind of think that back to the voice, Lorben, you hear this, just like, okay, all right, fine, and a moment later, you hear from beyond the door the sound of footsteps approaching, and the door opens in front of you, and it's like yanked open angrily, and the woman.
so I've got
who-
the handle in my hand, and I just like.
Yeah, you just get pulled into the room, and she just opens the door and then lets go and turns around and just strides off in the other direction, going, "Try to do something with a little bit of mystique, with a little bit of I don't know, a bit of like pomp, and what happens? You run into a creature that you've never seen before in your life, who you haven't ever made clothes for, and you turn around for 5 seconds, and in that time, something gets into the food, which means supper is ruined, by the way. And then the group can't even be bothered to open a damn door on their own. And when I say open the door, it's open, you can come on in. What do they say? Who are you? Well, open the door and you'll find out, won't you? Just trying to do something with a little bit of theatre. Is that a crime?
Potentially.
I don't know the rules of this area.
The room that you have opened that she opened the door into, is a slightly unusual one in that it's the shape of it is normal. It's just kind of rectangular. There are large pillars with that line the room. It's maybe, I guess, like 70, 80 feet long, this room, and down each side there are these tall, hefty pillars with flame torches on top to light the room. At the back of the room, there's a kind of raised flooring area, and that has like a table. There's a bookshelf in the corner. Something else that is on that raised platform is a spinning wheel, for sewing, you know.
Oh right.
And in the middle of the room, however, is a table with several place settings. And unfortunately, on top of the table is a bunch of food that bears all the hallmarks that Rodney may have been in there already. It seems he may have come through this room.
Yes.
Everything seems to have been at least partially eaten, with one exception. There is a bowl of carrots which is completely untouched.
I've eaten so many carrots.
Grab a carrot.
She
Yeah.
stomps off towards the table and goes to the far end and grabs the chair at the head of the table and just pulls it out roughly. You hear the tiled floor squeak as the wooden legs of this chair are pulled across it. They're nice chairs, by the way. She yanks that out and sits down on one and sort of roughly tucks herself in, grabs a glass of wine and just chugs a little bit of it. She goes, well, come, sit down. There'll be no food, I'm afraid, unless you just absolutely adore carrots.
I've learned to love
I
them.
don't hate 'em.
I ain't again a carrot. I'll have one. This is a mighty fine alteration you've made to this. This garment. I mean, you know, and you ain't far off with whoever you made this for. Just a little alteration for the tail, you know, and I think it fits just right. So thank you.
Jeb, give me a charisma check, just a flat charisma.
All right.
Let's see if this improves her disposition at all.
Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, how do I not? Okay. Here we go. Watcha. Not great. Down the middle.
On an 11, she sighs deeply, and you see her sort of almost like, thank you. I've never come across. What are you?
Well, they call us I reckon you'd call us a ratkin. We're all about this size. We're not too well known in the world. We keep to ourselves, but yeah.
She takes out a
Name's
notepad
Caldwell
and starts-
Jebediah Bilius. Oh, sure, yeah. Sorry, I was just
Go
gonna
ahead.
say I'll introduce myself. I say my name's Caldwell Jebediah Bilius Persephone Prin, and I just put a hand out and I say, but my friends call me Jeb.
She looks a little alarmed. She doesn't take the hand. She just starts scribbling notes in her notepad. Ratkin, blah blah blah. You know. She goes, right. Well, I hope you like the clothes. Please take a seat.
I'll take a seat near her.
All right. Yeah, and I'll grab a carrot and kind of sit down and kind of nibble.
I'll sit
carrot.
near
A little
the carrots.
dejected, stand there awkwardly for long enough to like just use my hand that was out for the handshake to just grab a carrot and sit down.
You can see on the table what would have been a bountiful feast. Oh my lord, there was a big turkey, and I mean, you know, Lissy, it's kind of, you know, what you'd have been tucking into. That not
Turkey leg.
there was a bowl of chicken tenders.
hell yeah.
There was
Yay.
just a big bowl of chicken tendies. You can tell from the breadcrumb, but it's all gone, I'm afraid.
On Rodney.
Damn it, Rodney. There was, there were cherry pies. There were mashed potato. There was all sorts. There was a big cheese board that's just completely devoured. Just the rind of a
Shed a little tear.
of a cheese rind is the only thing that remains of that. The only evidence.
Single
Oh
teardrop.
man.
She says, "Well, I suppose we should probably start with this. I assume you know something about whatever this thing is that's running around."
Yeah.
I'll do a little embarrassed look at the other two. Well, he is mine per se. Arguably, I might be his. He's called Rodney. I have multiple stages of apologies I need to make to you, though, all with the kind of preface that it took a great deal of effort to get here, in which it was a lot less welcoming than it's been since we entered. And I want to maybe say that being beckoned into a food hall wasn't exactly what we thought would be happening after seeing horrific visions of the future on the way towards the building. Though I do apologize for ruining what looks like would have been a lovely feast. Seemingly he's demolished everything. He's only licked the carrots as per usual. And it's ruined, and I am sorry for that.
Give me a charisma check, Lorben. Why not?
Sure. Whoop, whoop. Pretty good.
21. She, her face softens and you see her sort of nodding along. She goes, well, I suppose I might apologise as well. I tend to try and deter visitors, and usually, if I'm honest, showing them harrowing visions of their own demise usually does do the job. But after you seem determined to carry on, I must admit, I suppose I've been curious to know why you are so determined to enter this place.
Well, we're here on behalf of Mirabelle. I don't know if that's a name that you know. I suspect it might be.
What of her?
She's fallen ill, let's say. And the people of the town believe that you, or at the very least this tower and her interest in it, is the cause in some way. And assuming that she had come here, she was, from what we've been told, quite obsessed with it, I suppose. I suspect you might have something that could help us, or at least give us some information as to how to help her.
Yeah, you see, she was set up at the roadside doing palm readings and projections and predictions for passersby, and on the off occasion, she was giving them sights of horrible futures, much like you have done with us.
She
Kind
of, she sort of starts to chuckle at Jeb's addition to that tale. She's like, yeah. She goes, "Who got the good one out of you?"
I did.
Point at Ingrid.
Yeah, both you. Orban and I on both sides like her.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Tell me, how's Amos doing? He must be beside himself, I'd have thought.
Yeah. He really is. Very worried.
So anyway, and your name was Caldwell Jebediah, blah blah blah. And,
No. You hang on. What do you know of that family? You seem a bit tickled that this is all happening.
Well, of course, it's my family. I am Amos's wife.
I thought this might be the case.
I see.
He thinks you're dead.
Yes.
He's mourned you.
Mourned me. Of course he has. Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, there's a story there. Do tell.
Yeah. Please.
Listen, it's been very nice meeting you. I think the clothes look divine on you. I'm more than happy for you to keep them. I think what I would like to do is to bid you on your way. And to sweeten the deal, if you like, I could probe the thoughts or fears of anyone you've met and tell you about their deepest thoughts and fears, if, of course, you agree to leave immediately afterwards.
Anyone we've met and their current thoughts and fears.
Yes, I'll be able to probe how their current status.
I gotta look at Ingrid and Jed and just be like, I think I have to take this deal.
I feel like we came here to try to find some kind of help for Mirabelle.
Yeah.
It feels a little silly to take a bargain and be on our way after coming this way and experiencing the torment that we did.
Oh, a negotiation! How wonderful! Come on, let's do a negotiation. What would you like?
Between ourselves, or do you have more to offer us?
Well, you just tell me what you would want in order to go away, and then I'll decide if that's okay, and we'll go back and forth until we find a place where everyone's happy.
Could I do an insight check to see whether she's...
Please.
I feel like I don't doubt that she has some form of power, but I want to see a check of whether she's kind of like... Is she like so confidently feeling the strongest person in the room right now? Do you know, like that kind of like she's feeling like so powerful and strong that we're not even like we're ants to her in terms of how she's feeling the situation. It's like
I'm just trying to debate if insight is the best for that, or what would be.
I think my argument is
Give me
more for like attaining whether she believes that rather than
okay.
trying to appraise whether that's what's happening.
Give me an insight check. Why not?
Yeah. Awful.
She's obviously a bit offbeat. You've you were on the approach to Gal-Bromas and having just arrived there. There was that kind of real sinister edge to everything that was going on. You've now sort of seen behind the curtain a little bit, which in that she was quite easily flapped by having to come out and measure up Jeb for clothes, having not anticipated the arrival of someone like that. And obviously she's a bit on edge due to Rodney. That being said, when she just seems very
aloof almost.
Yeah, at ease. Like she doesn't seem to be worried about anything.
I like that.
Well, ma'am, do we know her name? Amos would have said her name, right?
Oh, well, he would have, but I don't think I wrote it down.
I don't think he did.
I didn't either.
You know.
No, okay.
He might have just said his wife.
He did
His
just
wife.
say. He did just say his wife.
His name presumably is Freeman still, or potentially.
Yeah, maybe Mrs. Freeman or. Yeah.
I suspect that she probably has come back to her maiden name based on her current
possibly.
attitude.
Maybe, yeah. Right.
Not feel sad about her family.
Yeah, it didn't seem too upset.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could always ask her name.
Hey, what's your name?
I guess this. Yeah, that's.
She turns to Ingrid and says, well, it's about time, dear, isn't it? I did try to make introductions, but your friend here, and she kind of puts a dismissive hand in Jeb's direction, cut me off. Rather rude, in my opinion, in my own home, but nevertheless, I am
I can't
Ravinia.
say Jeb to try and get some brownie points.
I am Ravinia Freeman, previously Pierce. And you are, my friends?
I'm Ingrid. Hi.
Hello, Ingrid.
I'm Lorben Serencia Smith.
Lorben Serencia Smith. Quite
It's
a name.
double-barreled, half-elf.
I see that.
Yeah, you can guess which one's the human side.
Smith?
Got it in one.
She goes, well, come, are we going to negotiate or not? All right, look.
Would you mind if we... Oh, no, please, continue.
Just you. Why don't you have come to try and help Mirabelle?
That's right.
Let's see if we can... All right, I tell you what. Let me explain about Amos a moment, and then let's see if we can find a way that we can all agree on a course of action. I think that would be better than unpleasantness, don't you?
I think so.
I
Pretty
agree.
still out.
So, Amos, my beloved husband, I don't suppose in the time that you saw him that he got around to talking about his efforts in the war at all?
I don't
I
recall.
believe so.
No.
It didn't come up.
He rarely talks about it these days. I think he's got some kind of latent shame about it all, if I'm honest. But Amos was a captain in the Raven Legion. I think you would all know that the Raven Legion were the invading force that ousted the elves in the Crimson War. So he came. So he would have come from Ravenmark across the sea. And she continues, and I was his trophy wife. Ripped from my home at 18 years of age to sail thousands of miles to wed this oaf. And all I wanted to do at home was pursue my interests in being a tailor, and I
Is that
had that ripped away from me so that I could come here and be the wife to a man and grow stone moss and dream lotus and indigo river cress and whatever else?
is that what led you to seclude yourself in this your tower?
Well, it wasn't my original intention. I came here to get away from Amos and Mirabelle. I
But
stayed.
Where did you get your power?
Where indeed?
Do you make a deal? By any chance?
It's funny when you're raised where I was, and then when you travel here and you're forced to become a farmer's wife, you sometimes don't realise the extent of your capabilities. And then you come to a place like this, where there was a kind wizard living. And he tutored me, and I learned so much. And even when he wasn't teaching me, I would continue to learn. Eventually, of course, there was nothing more he could teach me. And I thought Gal-Bromas would be the perfect place for me to do what I dreamt of for years. Make Amos's life hell forever.
Ah,
For the last 2 years, you're gonna love this. For the last 2 years, I started small. It would be he would just walk into a room, forget why he'd gone in, and just become very distracted and disoriented. Just couldn't remember what he was doing. I'd make him make mistakes in his work. I would make it so that horses would throw him off. Nothing that he could attribute to me, but just to make every day slightly annoying for him. But I must confess, as time's gone on, I've become more powerful. And I've become more creative.
Could I ask you a potentially very intense question?
Of course, my darling, yes.
Is Mirabelle real?
Mirabelle? Of course. She's
Yes.
as real as you or me. She's Amos's daughter.
But she's not your daughter.
Heavens no. By the gods. No, can you imagine that I would do something like that to my own daughter? It's beastly. Oh my goodness.
But what's this poor child done to you other than be kin to Amos?
Nothing so terrible, I suppose. She wasn't terribly nice to me, but the fact that she's not my daughter, I suppose, rankled a little. After I wasn't able to give Amos a child, he looked elsewhere, and then, despite that, I was required to raise the girl.
But that's not her fault.
No, it ain't.
I mean, whether Amos deserves his own personal demon, for lack of a better word, I apologize, is a separate discussion. But surely Mirabelle herself is by and large an innocent in this.
That's right. Mirabelle is blameless. From where I sit.
Born.
Yes,
And
well,
I could give you 100 ways to ruin his life that would be far more entertaining than ruining Mirabelle's as well.
really?
Oh,
Go
we
on.
could have
Go
a
on.
very good session. Well, he's very well respected by his fellow farmers, but what if there was some kind of scandal that ruined his standing in the village? That would really knock him down a peg.
She
And then maybe
whips
he
out
could
her
have a
notepad.
triumphant return and maybe a few more knocks down along the way. And I'll just kind of continue with this long kind of like, oh, he's going to get back. No, he's fallen back again. The kind of like up and down story.
She
Just
appears to
eating
be
carrots in the background.
She appears to be loving this. She's just like hurriedly scribbling notes down in her notepad and just flipping over pages, you know. She's like, "Do you need a job?"
I unfortunately have an employer that I wouldn't know how to quit with if I wanted to. But if I ever find myself in need of a compatriot, I'm sure I know where you live.
You come back. Oh, that's absolutely marvelous. Some of that, believe me, I'll be putting into practice some of those. I might do one of these tomorrow. Actually, that's fantastic. Thank you. Yes.
How long ago did all this happen?
Well, let me see. I left just over 2 years ago, and I guess it was probably about 6 months or so before I was able to begin exerting influence on him. Before I'd learned enough from my mentor. But you are right. Sorry.
Sorry. I was just going to ask whether your mentor was still around or if he'd unfortunately passed.
He passed, I'm afraid, yes.
I'm very sorry.
Yes, awful. Awful news. But on the plus side, it gave me room, nice space and solitude that I needed to A, make a lot of really lovely clothes, and B, to really focus and put all my efforts into really making Amos extremely unhappy. And while you are right that there are entertaining ways to get at him without using Mirabelle, and I will use some, that is the most effective way. Because what I've been able to do over the last sort of year is really instill within him a kind of, because he obviously thinks that I disappeared and died, or something, maybe something worse than that. He's really developed a very deep fear of loss, specifically of his daughter. So that's a really good way to get to him. I think you'll have to agree.
But what if the fear of one thing of loss made him blind to another reality of rejection?
Go on.
And
This is what I was hoping for.
blindsided him.
This is the conversation I really wanted to have. Please continue.
Maybe if Mirabelle wasn't to be lost in some way, but to leave in a way that she is safe and fine, and even more so, safe and fine without need of him. Maybe
So-
he then has to live with the continuation of her existence, even within the same village, knowing that she is completely safe and happy, and that he is not in any way required or needed or wanted. But she continues living happily, but he has to live with the fact that he is in no way necessary or wanted in that process. Would that be worse? Especially if he's so focused on
fucked
the
up.
loss.
Wow.
Sad.
This guy is devastating. And you're sure you don't
know
need
how
a job?
much this is helping anything.
She looks like a
I'm
little
just like
taken
desperately
aback.
trying to find a way for Mirabelle to be alive in this.
Ravinia stands up and picks up the bottle of wine and sort of, where are my manners? She walks around and tops up a goblet of wine for you each. It's very nice. And sits back down. She seems sort of deep in thought. She says, well, I'm open to it. Is that so? I mean, let's cut down to business, shall we? I mean, what you're saying is that that you will agree to make Mirabelle essentially abandon Amos if I release her from being part of my fun and games.
You'd like us to be the influence in her choosing to abandon.
Well, you're the ones who seem particularly interested in it. I think that's only fair, don't you?
Could we have a moment to discuss, preferably without any telepathic invasions or eavesdropping of any kind, just for,
I would hate it to be said that I'm not someone who speaks in good faith. I promise you that I ceased any and all interference with the three of you the moment you came into this room.
All right. Well, thank you.
It's just no fun otherwise. It feels like cheating.
It is a bit cheating, isn't it?
So please, take all the time you need. I'll go and, well, I suppose I should do a bit of tidying up in the kitchens. They're quite, yes. Well, I'll be back in a moment anyway. She,
The
Yes?
crockery, he has a real tendency to lick anything he sees. So if any of the doors are even slightly open, or honestly, even if they're closed, he will have licked everything, and I am sorry again.
my darling, everything in there's going to be completely destroyed. We're going to start from scratch. I
Honestly,
think.
if you have any ability of fire magic, it does a fantastic
No,
job.
I'll have to get all this stuff the old-fashioned way of buying everything in bulk and destroying everything by hand. But that's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll, yeah, not a problem.
Okay.
She,
Destroy some things. Like, I mean, it could be fun. Could throw things off the tower. Mm-hmm.
Fire up the tower, crematoriums, burn every
you three
wanna
are so
throw
much
things off the
more
roof.
fun and interesting
Oh,
than
yeah.
I thought you'd be. This is great. She disappears off into through a side door into the kitchen room. Shortly afterwards, you hear the sound of a plate smashing, and you just hear whee, smash, and so on.
I'm gonna look at Ingrid and Jen and just be like,
tunnel time.
she definitely killed that mentor, right? Like, did you
Oh, yeah,
see
absolutely.
Like, she definitely killed that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
for sure.
Big time.
I said a lot of awful things to her.
Yeah, I don't know
Maybe
how
give her some bad
advantageous. I don't know how advantageous anything you said was going to be in the end.
Well, okay. Just to give you an insight into why I've said these horrible, horrible things, I'm trying to. I don't think fighting her seems like a great way to go, given the fact that she fully invaded our minds. But I do like the idea of desperately trying to make this situation where she leaves Mirabelle alone, at least. I'm trying to
Yeah.
make the best of a bad job. I don't know if this is anything we can salvage at this point, if I'm honest.
I mean, if she wants to give her ex question mark husband some bad times for cheating on her, then I like who am I to stop her really? But
Yeah, I mean,
she should really leave Mirabelle alone. It's not her fault.
I agree.
Mirabelle, we could at least agree, is a pure innocent in this situation, and if we can save her, maybe morally we've come out okay. I don't know if leaving a man to suffer his own personal living hell before going into wherever Rodney's from afterwards is maybe the best thing we could do, but
It's not the worst.
I've done worse, if I'm honest.
Do you think there's any appeal at all to be had in trying to get her to maybe move on from this and stop perpetuating so much pain in herself and these people, whether they deserve it or not? I mean, there's innocent people in the crossfires of this. Even if she befalls him some horrible malady, it could affect that town of people as well. It's just this whole thing is bad, especially
it's fair to say that he's probably not going to live as long as her, given the amount of stress that she's putting him through, and there's an age difference there already. And if once he dies, I don't love the idea of her living in this tower alone without the target of her torture being available anymore. That doesn't sound great, and I believe, will all live long enough to have to suffer those consequences. So
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You just hear the sound of plates smashing in the kitchen still, and she just sounds like she's having a gay old time.
She just loves fun.
She does seem kind of like a fun person, but
If it wasn't for the maniacal laughs every now and then, I honestly really wouldn't mind her company.
other than the picking on innocent girls, she's great. She's great. Yeah.
She didn't have to vote on it. That was nice. She just did it.
There was no opinions pillow at all, was there?
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
I will then immediately misquote it as the feelings pillow again.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't a democracy.
Okay, maybe we should.
The door
at least make an
opens and
attempt.
Ravinia comes striding back in. She goes, "I've had a thought, but let's hear where you're up to first. I had a really good idea, but let's go ahead. What do you think? What have you been thinking about?"
Oh, well, we're going around in circles, but you can't leave us out of the fun. Go on, tell us what you were thinking.
Well,
Yes, please.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I've been picking up signals. It's been a while since I've really been in company, to be honest. So I'm I guess a little rusty. I feel that you are a little bit uneasy about the way me doing all this to Amos. I sense that maybe you feel it's disproportionate.
Maybe a tad. I think our discussions were heading in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can understand, why you might think that. So I had an idea that would allow Mirabelle to be completely free of my influence forever, and would actually allow Amos to be free of it as well, and would leave me alone. And I was thinking I could even a little bit of a sweetener. I've got a couple of because I've now become very interested in both clothing and magic. I've been kind of working on a couple of prototypes of things that I thought maybe I could gift to you, and just as a thanks, I was thinking you could kill Amos for me.
Ah, yes, I thought that might be where
Oh,
that was
no.
going.
That seemed about in line with what I figured. Yeah.
So
Dang.
that's my. But I don't want this to make this all about me. What have you all been talking about?
I'm gonna look to Jeb because every time I've opened my mouth, I've made it a little bit worse than before. I'll start talking, and by the end of it, we're killing the whole town for some reason.
There'll be witnesses. We can't have those either. We've got to.
Exactly where I'd be going.
The whole time.
That's right. Yeah, it's all going to be a dirt patch before it's over. Well, ma'am, that's quite a proposition. We feel great sympathy for the pain that you've endured, and a healthy sorrow for your circumstance that led you to be here. It clearly weighs on you. But I can't in good conscience feel all right with killing this man and leaving his town and his daughter without him. It's a personal matter. I think I think you can agree, but I don't feel right being a hired hitman.
Never thought about it like that.
I'm just standing on my own convictions here, just being upfront with you. Surely there's. Was Mirabelle coming to see you?
I believe that she has taken an interest in the tower, but she's never been inside. She doesn't know I'm in here. I've always been able to discourage her the way I tried to discourage the three of you. You're obviously made of slightly sterner stuff.
How
I
many
reckon we
times
might
has she
be,
seen
but
a vision of her own death from you?
Oh, I didn't do that. Oh no, really would be too far. I showed her a vision of her father's death.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Of her father's death. I showed her a vision of Amos's death.
Right.
I wouldn't show a young girl her own death. That really is. That would be barbaric.
Just yes, it really would. By the by, those visions, are they fabrication? Are they of your own design, or are they of some kind of foresight?
That's a really good question. It's really clever actually. What it is I don't even know precisely what goes on in them. What I can do though is manipulate your own fears to show you something that you fear.
Yes.
So, for example, she looks at Ingrid and says, "So, my dear, when I infiltrated your mind briefly, I know that it ended badly. What was it specifically that you saw?"
It was the Emerald Gate where
The
it's
Emerald Gate.
shattered.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
Not great, let me tell you. It was not great. Yeah.
Well, let's hope that never comes to pass, certainly for the dwarves' sake. Oh.
Indeed.
Yeah. So yes, it just sort of will find something that you're fixated on, anxious about, so something in your life or your past or whatever, and kind of creates a thing.
It's very effective.
So Mirabelle has her own powers then. Like, you're not making her give people...
No, I think what's happened is, because she has repeatedly approached the tower, I have a feeling she may now be acting as something of a conduit.
Oh.
Due to her kind of repeated exposure over the course of many months. Oh, and don't be alarmed, my goodness. I just realised you must all be absolutely terrified. I think this is a one-off. It doesn't usually work that way.
I guess we'll know soon enough.
Makes sense.
At that moment, the a window up on the wall suddenly smashes, and Rodney comes tumbling through into the room, and just
As soon as I hear the smash, that bag's open.
I cover the carrots.
lands on the floor.
Oh, he doesn't
picks
like
it,
Over the carrots.
He comes sprinting over the table and jumps up into one of the spare chairs, grabs a mug of ale, and just kind of starts pouring at the remains of a pie that he left earlier, and starts shoveling it in his gob, and just like sits and just like looks around at the table, just sort of a bit like expectantly.
Do you have any thoughts on this, Rodney? Have you been listening?
I feel like that question could have ended with, "Do you have any thoughts?"
That's a fair point. Rodney, do you have any thoughts on whether we should kill Amos?
Yeah. He grabs a piece of cherry pie out of the dish that it came in, just the remains of it, and wipes it on his own face.
I think he put it on his own face, not the other. It was cherry pie, not the wine, and he didn't use any. Okay, so he's not got any thoughts on the matter. I believe.
I'm glad we could come to a consensus on this.
Good to know.
Well, if he had thoughts on the matter, my hands would be a little more tied, unfortunately. But be it as it may,
So
we are free agents.
at the sight of Rodney, Ravinia kind of looks a bit more perturbed again. She says, "What's this thing's name, by the way?"
Rodney.
Rodney, yes.
Or potentially something else, but I've always called him Rodney.
Well, look, this really has been enjoyable. It's so nice to have company. I'd love to sit and hear more about what's going on in the outside world. But, I do feel a degree of tension with this issue. It feels a little unresolved, So let's just put everything on the table. I really want to make Amos suffer, and would like to continue doing that. If you're saying that that's not acceptable, then I really think you ought to kill him, and then that will kind of resolve the problem altogether.
He's dead. Then what's next for you? What would you do then? I mean, you'd be happy, I'm assuming, but...
Gosh.
Then what?
That's such a... sometimes you get so fixated, don't you, chasing one dream. You never stop to think, what's beyond that?
If we did what you asked, he could be dead today, and you might have to work this out as soon as this evening.
Wow. Yes, I mean, I'd probably allow myself a little reflecting time, but yes, goodness, I never really thought of what I would do afterwards, but I suppose that's the great thing about achieving one dream, isn't it? You get to find another one. But where... There must be somewhere in this land that would love to meet a clothier who knows magic. Everybody give me a history check, please.
All right.
Gotta help her set up her new small business.
That's right.
Sorry, is that history check?
Oh, not great.
Yeah.
Lorben, your knowledge of the land, I think you would certainly know that the town of Loom, which is not even terribly far from Gal-Bromas in the grand scheme of things, north of Elisandria, east of Oakenford indeed, is mostly known for its textiles industry.
It's a great supply. There is the town of Loom, which has a vast quantity of textiles. I think having a magic clothier would be a very welcome addition in their populace. I mean, having a huge amount of cloth and all sorts of materials at your availability would, I imagine, be extremely inspiring.
Loom. I must
very
admit,
close.
I've never been anywhere. I was, ever since being transported, I was always in Accord and then just came here. I've barely seen the world at all. It'd be very exciting, I suppose, to go to Loom.
I think Loom would be a fantastic place for you to settle down, but I think honestly, maybe even just travel. I think there's a lot of land, and
it sounds like a place
to do.
that would be really interesting to see, if nothing else, even if I don't want to stay.
Oh yes,
I'd love to see it.
Definitely put it maybe at the start of your list. Have a good look elsewhere as well, just to get a good feel for the world, and then maybe come back to settle.
Yes, wonderful. Well, then it's agreed. Go and kill Amos, and I'll be on my way.
If Amos wasn't dead, would your day be any different in Loom?
Still one-track mind.
But he was just dead inside. This is what you're saying.
If what maybe in the middle here, what level of dead can we get him that you could walk out to Loom?
Level?
I want everyone to live. That's where I'm at. That's my marching order. That's my boss. I just pointed at Rodney. Has said that he doesn't really need to see Amos die. You want him to die. That seems like a lot of unnecessary work to me. Maybe in the middle. How alive can we let him be?
Has anyone seen the show Better Call Saul? And specifically the end of the second episode where Jimmy has to do a negotiation with Tuco on how badly to beat the fuck out of two guys, where he wants to kill them and he argues them down to breaking one leg each.
Just break their legs. It's one leg each.
Lorben, give me a persuasion check, please. And I'll tell you now, this is going to have a DC of 15.
Fuck.
Shit.
Dang.
She ponders this for a moment. She ponders it. Yeah, that's why the DC was higher. I was like, okay, we'll see. She ponders this for a moment. She says, the thing is, what are you trying... Okay, well, let me ask you this. You're suggesting perhaps injuring him in some ways. Am I understanding that correctly?
Well, or maybe emotionally, maybe some kind of...
But then I'll just carry on doing what I'm doing to him. You know, that's what I am doing, darling.
Just gotta look at Ingrid. Stop letting me talk. Anyone, just not me.
Miss Ravinia.
I'm normally in her seat.
Miss Ravinia, is there any...
I don't know.
Is there anything we could do for you that instead of involving the torment of these people, we could get you back to your homeland? Or what keeps you from returning since you were took long ago?
Just messing with Amos, really. I mean, there aren't many ships that travel between Pleiadian and the Raven Mark, but I mean, it's been how long? 18 years. Jeb, give me a persuasion. DC of
I'm not persuasive.
15 again.
Shit. Okay, well, she is unwavering.
It's not going well.
It's not. It's not.
To be honest, I was thinking about saying a DC 12 on that, but it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. So,
Wasn't going to happen either way.
she goes, "Look, I really appreciate. I mean, these are all great ideas. I would love to return home. I would love to travel around Playdean, and one day I will, because one day Amos will die, and it probably won't be that long. It will probably be, I'll probably only be doing this for another, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, say, and then we'll be done with him, and I'll go off and do these things. So I do really appreciate all the ideas, but I just think he's a really horrible man and did something terrible, has never had his comeuppance, and now I'm in a position where I can give it to him, and I am giving it to him."
Something that I'm thinking for Jeb. Would Jeb know about the illusions and spells and things that she's casting? Would they have an area of effect that if they were to, say, not be in this town anymore and far enough away from her that she couldn't do this to them anymore?
I don't. Give me an Arcana check. This is going to be a high DC.
Okay.
All right. This would be specialist knowledge, I think. We're
Yeah.
going to call that a DC.
I do have a fairly high Arcana, so we'll see.
You shouldn't have said that.
Oh,
I didn't even get to tell you what the DC was, but it was not a 6.
God dang it.
Or a nat 1.
Or nat 1.
These fucking dice, man, they hate my guts every session. It's fine. I'm fine.
everything's fine.
Yeah, I don't think you know the answer to that.
Okay. All right.
However, the one thing to keep in mind is, maybe I shouldn't say this, but the idea of going travelling and going to Loom seemed incompatible with continuing to do what she's doing.
Okay. So
I
Jeb
think it's
doesn't
probably also
know this.
reasonable to assume that it's probably quite rare for spells to have just an infinite kind of range as a general.
For sure.
Okay, so just to meta the game a little bit, Jeb doesn't know this. He is having the seed of an idea that I'm kind of keeping to myself right now. So we can figure this out later.
Can I because I could communicate telepathically as well. Can I look over at Jeb and Ingrid and just kind of I'll have to do this, but just kind of telepathically. How do you feel about helping Amos fake his death? Is that anything?
That could be something. That could be something.
Yeah, I kind of I'll
I like the way
wince
you
at hearing another psychic voice.
I don't know. Sorry about this. I can do this, by the way. I don't know if this is the easiest route forward, but it's all I've got at this point. I'll sit back and drink some more wine now.
I think we could have him fake his death, and him and Mirabelle and his family just maybe help them find a new place to live that's far enough away from this.
That works for me.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
like that.
All right.
if she, for ease of whoever cares really anally about the rules, I will communicate what they're saying to each other via me as a messenger.
All right.
But just to both and then we still get the rewards.
Yeah, she's got some magic clothes for us, right?
Yeah.
Going.
I'm just staring intensely at both of them while she's talking at whoever.
We're all just having a moment of staring at each other. Yeah.
Just hoping she stays true to her no telepathy rule in here.
She is currently just sculling wine. She's just tops herself back up and has another glass.
I kind of us all kind of having this moment. I think Jeb will kind of stand up and kind of walk toward her and hand out again and say, I think we have a deal.
You're going to kill Amos?
And I'll look at Ingrid and Lorben both and kind of say, yes, ma'am.
100%.
They won't find his body, but we are going to kill him. If I'm honest, it's mainly because Rodney is... I know he's eaten a lot, but he is a ravenous feeder, and if there is a single corpse in front of him, the clothes aren't even left.
Right, here's what I want. I want from Jeb and Lorben each a deception check, and hold your horses.
Okay.
The average between you is going to have to be a 12.
I think we got this, Phil. We got this.
Believe in you.
We got this.
I don't know, man.
I believe in us. I believe in us. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. God damn it, Phil. Why didn't you cover up my mistake?
I'm so unhappy right now.
Damn.
That's 2 1s in a row.
She says, okay, look, I think you're all absolutely smashing, and I've really enjoyed our conversation. I hope you're... Look, I 100% believe you. But for my own peace of mind, I need you to bring me just something really convincing, to just as evidence.
Oh, we could do that. I could potentially... a finger or an ear, perhaps, or...
Give me persuasion, DC 12. If you fail this.
Fuck me, man. I got a +4.
You guys are so bad at rolling dice.
Insane.
It's like the
This is
one
so
thing.
Dumb.
God damn it.
Bring me his hand.
Stupid game.
Bring me his hand with his wedding ring on it.
Okay, we can do that.
And you know what I was thinking, actually? You don't even have to bring it all the way here. There is a plinth a couple of 100 meters east of Accord in a clearing, in a little copse of trees. If you lay the hand on there, I'll be able to perceive it.
What is your... Sorry, I also am a psychic magic, let's say.
Oh, really?
Kind of.
That's amazing.
Podcaster. Yes. Yeah, we share some truly troubling traits. I'm just really curious. What's your level of you're making him do all these things? How are you enjoying it? Do you have full vision in the town, in his house, or is it all through Mirabelle? How do you enjoy the work you've put in?
Very much, thank you.
Very good.
Saw that coming a mile away.
It's like, why is this guy teeing me up for such a softball? I enjoy it tremendously, darling. I thought that would be 100% clear by now. She says, listen, my dear, I sense that you have some magical abilities yourself. And all I'll say is, just because you don't know how to do it, doesn't mean someone else doesn't. That's a lesson that I learned. And that's a lesson that my mentor really taught me and, of course, learned himself.
Yes, I'm afraid the book's never really my thing.
No substitute for reading, darling.
Oh, there's a few shortcuts, but maybe for another time.
Well, look, this has been splendid. I want to send you on your way. Now, look, if you're not going to be coming back here, I think as a show of good faith and indeed to help you in this regard, let me give you some parting gifts. You can keep the clothes that you've tried on. Those are yours forever, my friends. You all look absolutely radiant, in my opinion. I know I made them. It's a little. I know I'm good. It's I don't want to be
Self-confidence is key.
too humble about it.
You're pretty good.
She goes, just stay put there. She looks at Jeb and goes, "You're going to like this in particular, I think." She goes to the back of the room to the raised bit of flooring, and underneath the table there's a small chest. She takes out a little silver key and unlocks this chest. You see her reach in and take out. She comes back carrying two kind of small bundles, and in one hand a pair of boots. And she sort of looks at the three of you. She goes, who would be best off? She goes, well, I suppose they write themselves, really. She goes, come. She walks over to Lorben first and hands the boots over. She says, for sneaking and creeping around, my darling.
Ah. They're lovely.
And she goes, these will allow you to move and be much more difficult to detect. Perfect for, I don't know, sneaking up on Amos, for example.
I just pull out a dagger like, ha ha ha.
Yes, exactly, yes. Yeah.
Well, practice my stabbing.
She goes to Ingrid and opens up one of the bundles and really delicately pulls out a neckerchief. And she passes it over and says, I'm really proud of this one. This one has really come from my particular school of learning, as I think you'll come to understand. But wear this and you'll find things out about people in at times that you did not expect. She goes over to Jeb and says, I think you'll really enjoy this, my friend. And she takes out... Now, Jeb, what would Jeb's dream hat look like?
Oh.
Oh, man. Oh, brother. Wide brim. Clean cut. Smooth. Good fit. Good shade.
Like a good
versatile, durable
cowboy hat kind of thing, or like farming hat.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Like a sort of nice felt, sort of like a leather hat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, nice.
Definitely.
Well, she pulls that out. It's this thing is so beautiful, and she says,
well, that's fine.
This has a particular property, and she demonstrates and she holds the hat against her chest, much as you might do, Jeb, when introducing yourself or displaying some kind of solemnity. You know, you tend to sort of, remove the hat and hold it here. She holds it against the chest and says, held just so, I think you'll find that your words will carry more weight.
Well, thank you very much, and I'll put it on. It's just right.
You take my trilby off in respect.
She looks at Rodney and says,
area.
I have nothing for you. I think you've taken quite enough.
Oh, go on. He'd be so happy.
Think of the challenge it would be to make a tiny little suit for him.
And honestly, for him to be able to eat it truly
True.
would be a great piece of work.
Oh. Well.
I gave him pants once, and
Lorben, give
less
me
than a second.
Give me persuasion. Make this one count. DC 12.
Go.
Make it count.
Go.
I believe.
Do it for Rodney. You haven't done it for Rodney. Stop rolling bad
I have
things.
a plus. Or I need a minimum of.
You guys suck.
Damn.
Suck.
Have we succeeded in a roll all stream?
They're
all so low.
Not really.
We definitely didn't get any nat 20s.
Not really. No.
No, I got one earlier actually. I can't remember what.
Yeah.
Oh, did
It was
you?
to find
Oh,
the changing room. Yeah, that was what it was.
it was really important.
A
I'm glad
very
you did
key
Yeah,
part of the
that's
narrative.
I pissed all my luck away on.
Oh my goodness.
She goes, yes, I think the vast amount of... She goes, well, tell you what, hold on. She disappears into the kitchens a second and comes back out carrying a stack of unbroken plates and hands them to Rodney. And she goes, there, you can take these with you and smash them at your own leisure or lick them or whatever it is you want to do.
Go on, Rodney, down the hatch.
She says, well, when the job's done, just put the hand on the plinth and we'll be done with it. I was so rude. I'm so sorry. Where will you go afterwards?
This is information that I definitely know.
yes, of course.
This is where we will go after we kill Amos. presumably?
After the job's done, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
we probably shouldn't tell you just in case, like, somebody comes looking for us for,
My
certain
hesitation is
crimes we might
yeah.
commit.
My
like-
hesitation is for that reason.
You should have plausible deniability,
Yeah.
Ah, Ingrid, give me a persuasion. DC 6.
God.
That was
Very
so
good.
well
Oh, that's high
argued.
for me.
So well
Lowering the
argued.
bar. That was very good. Yeah.
Go on, get a 1.
If you
Or
fuck
maybe
this up.
20.
And that's
off.
20! Come on!
Oh.
She looks and sort
Very
of points.
good.
She kind of like points at you. She's like, "This one, smart,
Looking out for you.
real smart."
Yeah. Yeah. That's why we. That's why we keep her around.
She goes, "Well, good luck,
Occasional
Morbin,
break,
good luck, my
like,
friends."
green
God.
blast.
And
Yeah.
yes, well, it's been a pleasure meeting you. I do hope the gifts bear you well on your travels, and well, I maybe see you in Loom. Who knows?
Yeah. Good luck
Keep
with
an eye.
your
Do you know what your shop
clothing
might be
career.
called?
Yeah.
Oh,
Loom and gloom.
I think
Tell you
I
what, if
call
you-
it "I Hate Amos."
Wow.
Infamous Amos.
We need to work on
Oh,
that.
that's
plausibility
good. That's
liability.
clever. Like a play on words, like a joke.
I can't wait to
it's
visit
like
your
it,
shop one day. Genuinely.
The pleasure will be all mine.
She means it. I can tell.
She goes, well, good luck to you, friends. Farewell.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you for the
Goodbye.
clothes.
Do you know a drier way out from
Oh.
the tower? It was rather wet and harrowing going through the swampy area. I don't know if you know a drier route. Just
Oh. Yes, certainly. If you take this door over here, she points to the other side of the room, and you just head through there, and that should take you, if you just follow that tunnel all the way along, that will take you to the side exit, which kind of comes to the end of the swamp. She goes, give me a moment. You see her eyes briefly go globy white, the same way your eyes were when you were in Visions last time out. And just for a second, she goes, yes, your horses are still there, by the way.
Oh, thank God.
lovely.
Well, that's nice to know. Thank you.
All right, goodbye.
Farewell.
She goes up to
Goodbye.
a spinning wheel and sits down and begins working on a piece of clothing.
All right.
I
I
don't
am-
know if we could speak freely for quite a way out of here.
I agree.
Just a
Let
quick
me,
heads up.
Let me collect my belongings from that in betwixt them those clothes
Your
hangers,
clothes and stuff.
and
Yeah.
and we can start down that there.
We
tunnel.
we don't need to do the
gonna-
minutiae of that. You can all gather your things, and I assume
Okay,
you're taking
yeah.
taking the side tunnel out as she instructed, right? One thing that you do note on your way out is that a little way along that side tunnel, there's just a little alcove wherein sits a rib cage and a skull, wearing a wizard's hat.
Yeah.
And it just seems to be sort of on display in this little gully.
Decorating
Can I-
skills on point.
Can I just have a little look over it? Just kind of like, is there any like little knife slices on the ribs or anything? Or is this?
Give me an investigation roll.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
go on.
Skull caved in.
19.
Ooh.
Way to get going on the completely inconsequential rolls, guys.
It's hard to get that excited for this roll.
I think as you look over it, there's nothing that visible except that perhaps in your curiosity, Lorben, you lift up the wizard's hat slightly and see that the top of the skull is completely missing. Actually, the hat is
that tracks.
is sort of concealing the thing. There appear to be sort of scorch marks around the skull crack where it begins. You know.
Mind blowing. Continue.
It does sort of suggest that. There we go. Nice to have seen that. There's a couple of other doors along your way. If you were to try them, you would find that they are locked shut. Exiting then out onto the plains, you can see the two horses whose names are.
Cayenne and Frank.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Cayenne
Very
and
good.
Frank. I was like, one of them's a spice. Is it nutmeg?
It was like
It's a
nutmeg.
great name.
I thought about it.
Cayenne and Frank.
Frank is short for Frank is also named after a spice, but it's short for frankincense.
Good.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
That's what Lorben says afterwards, but in reality, he just cannot name things.
Ingrid, as you remembered the names of the horses, you can have a point of inspiration, so you can have a plus D4 on a roll at some point. Well done.
So good. Very good.
Always remember animal names.
So,
Who are these people? I don't care. The animals, though.
Uh-huh.
riding back towards Accord then, at what point, Lorben, do you think you would feel secure discussing your plan in more detail?
I think so. Seeing the eyes roll back and the fact that she was aware of the horse's position, I don't know if he would really feel confident talking freely in front of any animal at this point, for fear of that she had some form of like able to enter the mind of the animals or some kind of nearby bird or anything along those lines. He's just kind of like, he's now just terrified to be like really in any way to know what is happening there. I think probably once we're comfortably well away from the tower, not quite in accord, and then maybe like pull the others away from the horses a bit, and just kind of like, there's no big birds obviously looming over us, and the horses are probably out of earshot. I don't know how far a horse can hear, but
Okay. So what is the plan, team?
fuck me, I don't know.
I know what the end of the plan is, but what I want to know is how you're going to get there.
Right.
Google how to fake a death.
So let's just surmise what it is that we have set out for ourselves. We have to tell Amos. Well, we have to tell Amos in some way. He needs to fake his own death. We need to cut his left hand off, thankfully. Hopefully he's a righty. And place it upon a thing, but he doesn't really need to know what happens with it. But we need to convince him that he needs to fake his own death, and presumably he can run away with Mirabelle as part of that. Is that really the situation we've put ourselves in? I say we.
Right. Yeah, I think job one is we tell him that Ravinia is alive.
My
Like what
my
she's
fear is
doing.
that if he knows that it's not going to make it easy. Well, no, I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish.
I think we could appeal to, by telling him this, I think we could appeal to the fact that, like, listen, like, this is not going to end. It's only going to get worse. Your, whatever, whatever sins you've committed in the past or whatever that has caused this to happen, like, she is dead set on making your life hell. And that is not only affecting you, it's affecting your daughter. We could have you leave to get away from her influence, but we have to convince her that not only have you left this place, you have left this world, and we need a hand, whether it's his or God knows where else we find a hand, but we need a hand and we need his ring to place and basically just like spell it out to him.
I'm a little bit
make sure that his family can be
concerned
safe.
about Mirabelle. Because she described her as a sort of conduit.
Yes, so I think that as part of this, we need to like lead Amos away from town for long enough to like relay this to him, because you're right, like she is, because I was thinking about that, like wherever we're speaking, I was thinking like if there's a bubble of influence that she has, like a Wi-Fi range extender, there's also going to be a bubble of influence from Mirabelle that we need to be outside of, so we don't get any bars on our psychic phone.
Yes, of course.
I
No
understand
bars,
that
none.
innately as part of this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think us leading Amos away from the town, if she sees that, I don't think that would be a problem, because she would just presume we're going to murder him.
Exactly.
So I don't think that would be problematic.
Yeah, like we could come up with any old. Lord knows our dice may disagree, but we could come up with any old reason for him to like follow us, to maybe to look at Mirabelle's booth to say like maybe we had some. Yeah.
Have either of you ever had to lead someone into the woods to murder them before?
No, I mean I've done some killing in the woods, but I ain't never.
Yeah.
It is a
never
lot
lost someone to
easier.
their own death.
It is a lot easier if you cast a spell on them first to make them walk to the woods, I find.
I mean, that seems right.
Suggestion, or there's a few options we have here.
Could we treat that as a plan B? This man has been vexed by enough spells and manipulated.
Well, yeah, maybe so. Sorry, I forgot we're not going to kill him. Sorry, old habits. Yes. Yes, we'll talk to him. Yes. Sorry, we'll do that, and then if and when,
But we need to convince like the town that he's dead, because what if she comes out of her tower and like questions people in the town? We might need to just. I don't know if we want to have them in on it, but like, I don't know. I'm just thinking about that too.
That's true. I think maybe the less people we bring into the conspiracy may make it a little easier for us to control.
True.
Yeah. I think if she has her physical evidence and if they mysteriously vanish, that might be enough.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What about Mirabelle? Like, we could... I mean, it's going to be hard, but we could convince Amos to leave and to have his hand cut off. There's some bridges to cross, but what's our end goal for Mirabelle here? Because she's...
How old is Mirabelle? I don't
19.
remember. Oh, okay.
19, So she's
basically
old enough.
catatonic right now, right?
Currently, yes.
Yeah.
As far, well, or at least she was when you
As
last
we
saw
know.
her.
Yeah,
Right,
sure.
it's been a while.
Which we may or may not even have a way of helping if that's even still an issue.
That's right. For me, I think priority number one is getting Amos and her and his family safe and away. And I think that priority two is let Mirabelle know all this and make her own decision.
Yeah.
Because right now she's being forcefully tortured as part of something her father did that had nothing to do with her, right?
Yeah.
But if she ain't aware of that, she may feel the way she feels about it and may decide she wants to leave him too, and that could be enough repercussion for Amos.
Fundamentally, she is an adult and has absolutely every right to choose and make her own decisions.
That's right.
As much as Amos is, has this very much deeply instilled fear of loss, as Ravina is kind of placed in him, but she is an adult, able to choose. So,
something else that keeps rattling around in my mind is that we've only really heard one side of this story as well.
True.
So I think shining some light on the situation from Amos's perspective might also be helpful. So if we can get him out of town, hell, he may know where to find a hand, so he don't have to lose one of his own.
True.
Maybe we make ourselves bait for some bandits or something. Find one that's about the right size. Just lop that thing on off, you know?
Grave? Yeah. If anyone had recently died, perhaps, that maybe...
I'm not above grave robbing. We're getting into Rodney territory, but Angry does have a very sharp axe.
Lorben is revealing a lot about
I just really don't want a grave rob.
Right.
I don't want to invite some spooky shit on me.
Hey, Marvin, I appreciate you're a man of action. You kind of creep me out sometimes. You seem like sometimes a good fella. She upset me.
I'm a fantastic person, I think. Sometimes I don't get to make my own choices. That is the hand we're dealt, unfortunately. Sometimes you have to rob a grave. Sometimes you have to lead someone in the woods and murder them.
Ain't never said I've done either, but I see where you're coming from. Yep.
We've all been there. Maybe let's head back to town.
Who among us? Anyway, let's go.
It sounds like you have a kernel of a plan of at least where to start. So I think as you can begin heading back to Accord to put this into action. But I think that's a good point for us to take a little break, and we'll see how this all plays out in a few minutes. So everybody go and get yourselves a glass of water, go and have a wee, grab a snack, whatever it is you need to do, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes. All right, so look, I think if I've understood things correctly, the rough basis of your plan, details to be confirmed, is that you're going to go and talk to Amos, explain part of this situation to him, and then try and lure him away from the town and then fake his death in some way.
Yes.
That seems about right. Yeah.
And
which
either
will involve
take his hand or gain someone else's hand in some way in order to create a forgery.
Yeah, if he has one lying around, it would be really ideal. But
that'd be great.
It'd be really handy. I hate that joke, but it'd be really.
Yes.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh. And yes, great, thank you.
We could probably tell Rodney to find us a hand.
Thank you.
It's true.
Yeah, but Rodney's... Rodney would get one, though.
Yeah.
Look appropriately mangled when he's done with it, too.
Oh, that's...
Is it worse for... what's the moral ambiguity behind getting an imp to just go get me a left hand? Like...
No questions asked.
No, problem is, Rodney for sure does not know his left and rights. He will just come back with 50 hands and hope one of them is left.
Where are those Skechers that we met on the road? Let's go get one of those guys.
Right. I was thinking about them too.
Oh, if only we'd have known, we could have taken one.
I'm just going to start collecting hands, I think. I think that's what I've learned from today's session.
I have a necklace of hands.
You never know when you might need one.
That's right.
You know?
I got just the thing.
The question is, how would you store them?
That's right.
Because they get gross.
They'd have to be in a different bag from Rodney. Beyond that, I don't really know.
For sure.
I think anytime Lorman has to store anything, his first thought is, how do I stop Rodney eating this? And then it's like, what's the proper way to store it?
Yep.
Good. So, I will find some music for you in just a moment.
Lovely.
So, I'll get you back to a chord then. And let's go for our trusty old. Let's try this one. It's too peaceful. Let's try Farming Village.
Well, we're not cut his hand off yet.
There we go.
Perfect.
Welcome back to
Very nice.
the hamlet
Lovely.
of Accord, where I don't want these black borders. Let's
whoops.
get rid of these. There we go. Where
The houses are taller.
have they grown, or is it my imagination? Returning then, as you do to Accord, where I believe the evening has now set in and has grown dark, and back on approach as you ride on KN and Frank, as you
Risky business every time.
as you draw near to Accord, you can see the faint glow of lamplight in the windows, and presumably you're going to Amos's house. Nobody appears to be out in the field or anything at this time of day. Everyone appears to be tucked up indoors, and presumably you're off to Amos's house.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
What was you arrive at the door, which is closed. Are you going straight in? Are you going to knock? What's going on?
We should
I think I would knock.
right?
We should
Yeah.
knock, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not animals.
Just because we might be about to kill this man, we're or at least fake it.
Fake his death.
You knock on the door and hear a kind of soft voice come back that just says, "Come in."
All right.
That doesn't seem good.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, we'll push the door open and just say, "Mr. Amos."
You've been in his home before, of course. It's still
Yeah.
much the same as you last saw it, which was only a few hours ago. And Mirabelle still lies on the. Mirabelle, you last saw was lying on the sofa in the room, but isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
And you just see Amos sitting in a chair, looking quite sort of down and defeated. And he kind of looks up and sees you and says, "I guess you weren't able to help then."
Well, I guess that answers my first question of if her condition's improved in any way.
No, I took her upstairs. She's resting on her bed, but she hasn't spoken.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Could we possibly... We've been to the tower. Could we possibly speak somewhere in private? More private than here, even. Maybe... This will sound odd, but could we potentially talk in the woods a little bit out of town?
The woods? What,
Yes.
you want me to... and leave my daughter?
I believe she'll be fine. It's of grave importance to yours and her safety. I wouldn't ask you to leave her for a moment if it wasn't of the utmost importance.
Lorben, give me a persuasion check. Get it right. DC of 8. You just got to get a fucking 3?
I need a 4. Fuck off.
Lorben.
This is insane.
I just rip a fart
believe
after
it.
I say that sentence or something. Where it's
He looks at you and says, Well, I'm not gonna. She's in.
My apologies.
You've seen the condition she's in. I'm not gonna leave her on her own here.
I'm gonna take my new hat off
Yeah.
and hold it to my chest
Nice.
and say, sir, we mean you well, but it is very important that you come with us.
Give me a
We're
persuasion.
doing what we can to. And I'll just say we're doing what we can to help you.
Give me a persuasion check, which you get an additional +1 to.
Okay. It's better than nothing.
DC
All I
of
needed.
8.
All I needed.
Oh,
Fucking hell, man.
I succeeded on a
Listen,
roll.
you did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just.
I'll take
These
it.
are
I'll take it.
Fucking waited. I know they are.
He looks around a bit nervously and says, well, I suppose I could ask Garrett to look in on her.
I think that'd be good.
All right. Hold on. He walks to the door and opens it and just leans out and goes, Garrett! Garrett!
We're down.
A couple of houses
Garrett!
over, a door opens. What? Can you come and look after Mirabelle a moment? I have to go into the woods.
Fuck.
Into the woods?
Have to
Why?
This town be a little.
Don't
I'm gonna
worry
like
about
grab
why.
his shoulder. It is really important that you don't tell everyone where we're going. You absolute.
Huh?
Don't tell them.
What?
Don't tell them you're going to the woods.
I couldn't hear you. I was screaming at people.
I'm not going to the woods, Garrett. Just come and look after Mirabelle.
Oh no.
Do you have a
Alright.
back door?
I'll be over in a minute.
Fuck.
Well, this is going great.
Amos, do you have a different exit to your house, or is this the one door?
Oh yeah, we've got a back door over here.
I'm gonna go out that way. I just go right out the back door.
Should I
I'm not
go that
waiting for
way
any
as well,
fuckers.
or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter.
I'll go out the front
Preferably
then.
you go the front way and come around if anything.
Yeah, all right.
He's had a strange day.
Yeah.
He is. He is prone to peculiar proclivities. You just have to go with it.
Oh, so good.
As the three of you walk out the back door, from the other side of the houses, you can hear Garrett's voice. Vinny! Vinny, can you come over and look after my dog? I've got to go and look in on Mirabelle.
It's just
This is fucked.
Why have you got to go look after Mirabelle?
Town.
Mirabelle's
burn
gonna end
down
up
the
looking
town.
after
Just
someone's dog at this rate.
Save time. Burn the whole
We're not
town.
going to be worried. We're not going to be hurting for
Why
any
don't you
hands.
just stay with your dog and I'll go look after Mirabelle? Because Amos asked me to look in on Mirabelle. I told him that's what I'm going to do. Vinny, just come and look after the dog.
How much do we care about these people? Like,
Very little.
Less and less by the moment.
Then from behind the house, I'm just gonna try and put on my best Amos impression and just shout, "Bring the dog! Just bring the fucking dog, Garrett!
Bring your fucking dog.
Oh, Vinny, don't worry about it. He says I can bring the dog.
Stop all
All right.
that yelling.
It's fine."
Oh my lord. Right, good. So Amos is gonna come out of his house and go around and follow you. So off behind the houses of Accord, there is indeed a small, a little wood, which Amos is gonna follow you into. After perhaps 3 or 4 minutes of walking, a couple of minutes of walking, you arrive at a little clearing.
My blood pressure's still coming down, so I'll let Jevering take the lead on this initially. Just
This is normal dwarf behavior, so.
He looks at
yell a lot.
the three of you expectantly and says, "Well, what did you find out?"
Well, and I'll kind of do a little slow pace just to make sure that this seems safe and good and quiet.
yeah, I think I'll probably
at-
do a perception check or something as well, just to see if I see any conspicuous birds just looking at us over a tree or something stupid.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
All right. I will do the same, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all three of you.
Yeah,
give
so
it
I
to
think
me.
I
can
jumped
do
ahead
one
of what
too, why
you were
not?
doing there.
Let's all do perception checks.
Why not, indeed?
Hey, I just wanted a roll to work, and it has.
Yay!
Yay.
It appears to be all clear. I mean, can you ever be 100% sure there isn't an owl or a rat or a something nearby? No, but there's nothing conspicuous.
If we let Rodney loose, we'll be sure he'll eat them all.
Oh yeah.
Is Rodney back in the
do you know
bag now, by the way, Lorben?
Yeah, Rodney would have been shoved in the bag as
Yeah.
soon as possible on the way out. Not even a foot into the side passage out. of
That's
the
what
cell.
I assumed, but
I think I may actually, given the fact he's very well fed, I think I may actually ask Rodney to maybe perhaps use his invisibility and just kind of, or maybe even he is capable of shape changing, but I don't believe it is useful to us at this point. So I think I may just ask him to keep an eye out and just kind of right, Rodney, I need you to be invisible and just let us know if there's anything that looks like it's watching us, okay?
You hear this sort of scratching in the ground as Rodney goes cavorting around, seems scrambling up a nearby tree and then coming back down and all the rest of it. And
It's so much more agreeable when he's had a whole pantry of food.
you hear the scratching arrive back at your feet, and Rodney is visible, and he just goes, "Bah!" and gives you a big thumbs up, and then dives back into the bag.
Perfect.
I picture a scrabbling sound into a bush, and all of a sudden just a squirrel tail flies out up into a tree and a poof of feathers and little Tasmanian devil just tearing up everything.
So good.
Okay, so that being the result, I'm gonna say, Mr. Amos, your wife Ravinia is alive.
What? Where is she? Is she being held in Gal-Bromas? We must rescue her at once.
Well, she's not.
No,
she's
no.
We're gonna be very direct, sir. About you need to know all this. Mirabelle's life is relies on it, and you understanding and listening to what we say. Okay.
In Corvus' name, I will listen to every word.
Just to preface
good.
this, it's very important that you don't make any rash decisions, quick conclusions, or have any liability to run off from the woods screaming. We're going to tell you some hard truths, and I just want to make sure that you hear us out in its entirety, okay?
All right, I'll do my best.
Thank you.
All right.
Please, Jeff, continue.
Okay. She is not being held there. She is there of her own volition and preference.
Well, that's impossible.
Well,
Why would my wife stay at a place like that?
Oh boy.
sir, is there some history between you two?
History? We've been married for 17 years.
How did that marriage
Well-
begin?
Yeah.
Well, we were wed by the we had a pastor of the of Corvus come to accord, and we were wed under the great elm.
Did you know each other beforehand? Were you
Oh,
friends? Did you court? Or was it arranged? Was she transported, potentially even against her will?
oh, well, hold on. She travelled from the Raven Mark, and we were then wed. Against her will, come on.
Oh, sorry, not an accusation, but
I was look, I don't really like to talk about it, but I was a great captain in the war. Any maiden of Raven Mark would be delighted to be wed to me. But I heard.
That's not.
I heard of this beautiful, fair woman with flowing blonde hair, and well, she was the one for me.
Well, that ain't necessarily the narrative that we were relayed.
You spoke with her?
yes.
We did.
Is she all
in a
right?
fashion. She seems mostly, to some degree, you could suggest she's all right.
She is of sound body.
Yeah.
Well, what does this have to do with Mirabelle and making her better?
Ravinia's not Mirabelle's mother, is she?
Well, not.
It's time to be honest with us, Mr. Amos.
She didn't bear her, but I mean, she raised her as a mother. Sometimes your family is chosen for you.
Oh.
Things don't always go the way we plan, and unfortunately, Ravinia and I were not able to have children ourselves, and we took in another.
Took in another? What does that mean? Does that mean you found someone else and sired a bastard child and forced your wife, who married you without a choice of her own, into raising her as her own?
These are ugly terms.
But accurate, nevertheless.
Well, another woman had my child, and unfortunately she passed. And the only honourable thing to do was to take her into my home and ask that Ravinia and I. It was our dream to have children, and we were given a blessing by Corvus. Sometimes things like that come in unexpected ways, don't you agree?
No.
No, not really.
Yeah. Not in that kind of way.
Well,
Would one of you like to explain?
I think I can.
Okay.
Mr. Amos, not to put a fine point on this at all, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to bludgeon you with this information. Ravinia.
Everyone had this exact same reaction to that. They're like, Jem's gone rogue. Guys, Jem's gone rogue. He's back on planet
Okay, we're doing
A.
this.
I'm so
Cut off his
excited.
hand, let's
I'm
go.
ready.
No.
Bludgeon
That
you
landed
with this
exactly
information. So you were bludgeoning with information.
That's right.
And nothing else.
Phrase everyone uses.
Mr. Amos. Mr. Amos Freeman, Ravinia loathes you entirely.
No.
I'm afraid she does, sir. any ill that you have experienced in the recent years has been her doing.
You know when you enter a room and you forget what you were doing, you feel maybe a little bit, maybe even a little bit dizzy or a little bit disoriented.
Do you?
Was her.
Everyone has that. You do. Everyone does that.
Amos, how often is it happening to you?
Well, I forget.
Exactly.
Give me a persuasion check, please, with
All right.
with a DC of 12. Convince him that what you're telling him is the truth.
Can I,
All right.
blag my backing up there as a little help action for him?
Son of a bitch.
What would the help action give him?
Normally advantage. It's normally a combat thing though.
Oh,
No, that's okay. We can do a help action.
Okay.
Jeb, roll it one more time.
sure. Let's see.
Run that back. Fucking biffed it twice.
Oh my god, so close.
We're in it.
Dice. These fucking dice, man.
Amos is getting a bit like perturbed, and he's like, he says, look, in all honesty, none of this is really any of your business, and I don't really see how it gets us any closer to helping Mirabelle.
Mirabelle is being used as a conduit of your torture, and the ultimate end of this is both of you dying. Without our intervention to help you, this is not a threat, this is what will happen if Rivia is left to her own devices. Our goal is for you and Rivia to live long, fruitful lives, and for Rivia to
Do you mean Mirabelle?
believe that she has
Virginia.
for Rivia to believe that she has succeeded in her ultimate goals.
I assume you mean Mirabelle, Greg, yeah?
I'm saying that I want him and
Ravinia.
Mirabelle to live fruitful lives.
Oh, and Ravinia as well. Okay,
I'm saying
yeah.
the name wrong. In Rivia, sorry. And Ravinia
for her to
she
believe.
has
Okay,
succeeded.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Apologies. I wrote the name
He
down. wrong,
he looks a little bit distracted still from the last kind of line of inquiry. He looks at Ingrid and goes, well, what would be so bad about being married to me? You'd like to be married to me, wouldn't you? If someone said to you,
Absolutely not.
What?
Sorry, man. Not my type.
I was a captain in the Raven Legion.
Sorry, look at me. Pulls her axe out. Do you think I need a captain?
No, but
Hell
you know,
yeah.
everyone
That's right.
needs. But you might need a husband.
Amos, I know what you need. I'm gonna take off the trilby. I'm gonna give him that. I think this suits you. I think this would really help. It feels
He turns
right.
back to Ingrid. Milady?
No, worse than I knew.
We could actually just kill him. I think that'd be.
He
fine,
may
actually.
lose this hand now.
I think
You're really not helping your case, Mr. Amos.
Mr. Amos, how important is it to you to protect your child?
To protect your hands.
Yeah.
You need your hands for whatever you're doing in life.
Answer.
she is my world.
Please answer carefully.
How can you ask me that?
My axe fingers are twitching.
I reckon that's a simple answer, sir.
I led the assault on Darius. I oversaw that victory.
Congratulations.
Any woman would be delighted to be married to him. He now seems to be a bit fixated on this, to be honest. Like, he doesn't really seem to get past this idea that Ravinia would not love him and
so
not
you
feel.
led the charge on Darius. You were the leader of that charge on Darius.
That's how I was. The success at Darius is why I was gifted the land, which I built a court
The
on.
success at Darius. The success. What was your success? Did you lead the charge? Did you caused the destruction of Darius? Did you?
Well,
You were the sole reason, and you know that in your heart?
I oversaw the strategy of our attack on
The
Darius.
strategy. The strategy. I am the reason that Darius is ruined right now, not you. You did nothing to the Darius.
I don't think that's true. Our forces overwhelmed the. You were at Darius.
Yes.
I see. Huh.
You did not ruin Darius. You caused it as an accident, but you were not the reason that Darius is a ruined now.
Well, when my sergeants
Kind of looking
reported
side-eyed
back,
at Ingrid right now, like what's.
You can see Ingrid's like hands just like really like clutching her axe.
my sergeants reported that we had overrun and razed the city to the ground. Per my instructions.
You are the reason that I have lost everything that I ever knew.
I see. His hand goes to his hip.
Mine goes. I match him.
I have made some promises to some people here. I'm going to take a quick walk. I'm going to be back in 5 minutes, and I'm just gonna walk off into the woods before
Lorben walks off into the woods. We'll stay with the group, but just quickly before we do, Lorben, talk us through what's going through Lorben's mind.
I think he knows that his decisions ultimately are what ruined Darius, essentially. But he definitely feels a great sense of he wants to put blame on Annas, because obviously he wouldn't have needed to have made any kind of agreements or needed to be in that position to have made those decisions. Being forced to make a decision in a situation of hopelessness is only necessary if you're put into a position of hopelessness.
Sure.
And it's very easy to kill this man and feel a lot better today.
Ravinia would probably like it as well.
Very much so, and he would be able to get back and get a lot of information about some people that he knows survived. But
So
he
let's
agreed
go
to
back
not
to
do that.
the clearing where Amos watches Lorben walk off and sort of tentatively loosens his grip on his sword hilt. Jeb and Ingrid, you're still there. What are you two? Ingrid, what are you thinking?
Ingrid's really thinking she just wants to kill this man at this point, but is deferring to Jeb's kinder nature.
Jeb, you have been sort
Maybe-
of a more
Yeah.
the peaceful yin to everyone else's raging yang at times. How's Jeb feeling?
Raging yang is a hell of an expression. I'm still thinking about Mirabelle.
Yeah.
But like, this guy is not making a case for his life continuing past today. Like, he's not. Seems like a real piece of shit, and has been
Ravinia's
responsible
looking
for
so
a lot
right.
of pain for a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know.
Amos watches Lorben walk off back into the woods and turns and says, "Now look, I don't really know what all this is about. I've had a very awful day. My daughter is very unwell. Can you help me with her or not? I'll do anything to get her well, but if you can't help, then I must go and find someone who can help me."
You do anything?
Of course, who would? Does anyone here have children?
You'd risk life and limb?
I would risk my life for her 100 times over if I could know that she would be made better.
All right, I'm going to look at Ingrid and just kind of nod and say, Mr. Amos, Ravinia sent us here to kill you. She sent us here to take your life in exchange for Mirabelle's well-being and end of torture.
Garrett! Garrett!
You got
I'm just
now.
gonna,
Listen, now hang on.
As
Now,
he's
hang
saying
on.
this, I'm just gonna like take my axe out and just kind of like, in my hand.
Yeah, whatever the axe equivalent
Looking
of
all
that is.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, and I'm going to say, now you listen. Two of these three here seem pretty keen to dispatch of you, sir. I have a little bit more of a gracious nature. So,
Right, here's what I want.
think-
Ingrid, I'd like an intimidation check, please.
You got it.
With a DC of 8. You seem intimidating.
Pressure's on now. Okay.
He looks panicked. Jeb,
I'm just staring
with a
into his
DC
eyes.
of 14.
okay.
Persuasion, please.
All
Is
right.
his hat still on his chest?
I
Yes,
don't think
it
it
is.
was.
It has
Is
been-
it? Okay, alright.
Oh.
You can
No,
have the
I
plus
should've-
1.
He needs
Okay,
that
thank
fucking
you,
one,
yeah.
Martin. Come on, man.
Oh,
And he
14.
did need it! And he did
my
need the
God.
plus
Oh
1!
my
Thank
god.
God.
Okay.
I'm so excited to kill this guy.
Virginia is the
Oh.
bomb for that.
Holy shit.
I'm on her side
Yeah.
fully now.
He looks just terrified. And Jeb, you were sort of trying to. Your persuasion was in the form of, like, trying to persuade him that you had his best interests at heart over Ingrid and Lorben, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this talk of like I would risk my life for her. It's like we're about to find out. So
These two want to kill you.
yeah, like I'm inclined to give him a choice of die or give us his hand at this point. Like,
He drops to his knees. He's like,
Yeah.
please don't kill me. I'll give you anything. I have some
All right,
money.
then.
You can have a house and a cord.
no, that's real
You're
nice,
so
but
strong.
we actually have a very specific thing you can give us.
Tell me.
That left hand of
please.
yours with that wedding ring.
Axe just glinting in the sunlight.
You're gonna cut off my hand?
Yep.
I'm about inclined to let this young lady right here do it.
Will it really save Mirabelle?
Yes, sir. It'll save you as well, but on the other condition. This is to fake your death, sir. If Ravinia ever finds out you're alive, this will not stop. Your torture will endure, and so will Miss Mirabelle. So, we can find you somewhere else to live, preferably away from Loom. Just keep that under your hat. But, you can't be here anymore.
Where should I go?
I don't know, but not here. If you care about
Away.
Mirabelle, you're gonna have to find somewhere else to be. Without that hand.
What's the DC for a man being willing to lose his hand? Is that in the?
That's a great
It's like
question.
page 32, right? I think
That is
I
exactly
really
What
I really
rules
hope
table
it's
does that
lefty.
fall on?
Yeah.
right. Because he has been successfully intimidated. Jeb and Ingrid both give me a persuasion roll. I need an average. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I need an average of above 12, but you can 14, but you can both roll with advantage
Okay.
as he is
okay.
successfully
That's decent.
intimidated.
So
Roll those dice. Oh, okay, okay.
easy.
we got it. We got it.
That must feel good.
Even without the hat. Even
Feels really
without the hat. Yes.
You'd have actually succeeded on that even with disadvantage. Those rolls were so good. Keep up the good work, team.
Teamwork.
We'll see what happens.
He looks at his left hand and just shaking his head in disbelief, like how did he ever come to be in this position? And said, "Are any of you able to help heal it after it's done, or like stop the bleeding? I'll die."
I'm not generally in the business of stopping the bleeding.
More the other
But
thing.
this man might be. Possibly. Are you a lefty by chance? Just curious.
Well, yes.
Hmm.
It's too bad. I am left-handed. But
Ingrid's trying to hide her glee.
my
I think I'll have been pacing around the clearing in earshot, and at this point, I think I'll probably come back in.
okay. He reluctantly and slowly, with much conflict, holds out his left arm. He holds it up to Ingrid, given that she is the one bearing an axe.
Gleefully.
He
Is that your
says,
decision?
as he's on his knees, he just takes one look and goes, "Those are really nice trousers, by the way."
Thanks. Your wife designed them.
Don't get blood on them.
Is there like a stump or something somewhere where I could like put his hand
about to be.
on?
Yes, there is a nearby tree stump that you can use as a table for sure.
I will do this
Uh,
as expertly as possible.
Lord,
I'm
do you
gonna
have
double
any
check
kind
the
of way to-
fastening on the Rodney bag.
He
The bloods are flowing. He's gonna.
Never mind. Yeah, I got.
he
something
reaches
for this.
into his inner pocket and pulls out like a little gourd, like a hip flask gourd. He pulls out a cork and just do it.
Alright. And then I will do it as cleanly and as best as I can.
Just one moment, and I'm just gonna cut like a little strip of leather off his clothes and just pop it in his mouth. We're just like, you're gonna be really loud when
Oh
this
yeah.
happens. So just
It's probably
bite down on that.
He's like he was before you were doing that. He was praying to Corvus and was like, "Corvus' name, protect me, bear me away from this place." Insane. Help me with the
There you go, that's much better.
that was a good call. Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you.
And I'll do it.
Ingrid, you swing the unnamed axe and
Take everything in me to not try and nudge it on the way down.
Just like bump it.
Oh, yep, there he goes.
his hand comes
There's
off
blood.
nice and clean. There's a steady stream of blood begins to flow out, and he immediately like tears his own with his remaining hand, tears his own sleeve and tries to pathetically to like make a tourniquet with it, and then like holds it out to one of you, like spits the leather out of his mouth. He's like, "Please, just stop the bleeding."
I will do just that. I have I'm gonna lay hands and kind of rub some of that salve that I've talked about before, and
Oh,
just kind
yeah.
of lay hands around his arm on the
Aren't
wound.
you good? Oh.
Yeah.
The wound immediately stops bleeding, and he appears to calm down. He says, "Well,
And then I
come
cast
then."
poison spray. No,
Yeah!
Fuck this guy.
psych. Blah.
He says, "All right, well, I must go and gather Mirabelle if we're to be on our way."
If you were to leave with all of your possessions, it's going to be very obvious that you didn't die here today. So it's very important that you take the bare minimum you can without it looking obvious.
The only thing that matters to me is Mirabelle.
Yes, but you do also need food, just not a lot of it.
Generally.
All right, I'll travel light. That's
Good.
fine.
Mr. Amos, could you give us a quick moment, please, before you depart? Little group huddle, real quick. Should we send him out of town now, like not go back, and have Mirabelle meet him after this is all concluded?
Mirabelle's
So we
still
have
catatonic.
guaranteed. Exactly. So if we take his hand to the plinth, and he's no longer there, because if he goes back, all of
Yeah.
his ding dong neighbors are going to be screaming, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Um,
You're right.
And they're going to be like, "What happened to your hand?" Like, just not
Right. We probably should
yelling
like
at full
clean
volume.
this area a
Vinny!
little bit.
Where is his hand?
His hand's gone, Vinny!
Yeah. So
Oh, fucking aneurysm.
what if we send him to Mirabelle's little roadside tent with like a portion of rations that he can like be there for a while if he needs to.
That's fine, but
Well-
I'm not going to be the one to give him anything.
Yeah, Jeb would offer him something at this point. So yeah.
If he's at her tent, do you think Mirabelle could still be like the conduit at the tent? Like, is that far enough away? Or is Ravinia going to be able to sense that he's there?
I think if Ravinia
Well-
is true to her word, which I think is really the only thing we have to trust at this point,
That's
that
true.
as soon as she has the hand, she
Oh, yeah,
will
that's right.
remove that connection to Mirabelle and like let them go. That's kind of
right.
where
I've read
Jeb's
I
mind
think
is. Yeah.
we could
That seems
maybe
right.
do with a day lead on this, though. Maybe he stays at the tent, Mirabelle meets him
Yeah.
the next day rather than straight away, so that we have time
Exactly.
to... Because we have to go back and retrieve whatever goodies that she has for us, unless what she's already given us was a down payment or payment ahead of time. I believe she has more for us.
I think
that was because I think she said that we would not have to go back.
Right.
Right,
The
okay,
stuff that
so
she gave
we'd
you
get
was
it straight away.
her payment in advance,
Got
trusting to you to do the job.
Okay, cool. So, alright, yeah, okay. We can still probably do it with a day lead time just in case this idiot
What
gets
time
caught. We don't want to be
What time of
around.
day is it?
It's
'Cause,
evening
like, if
now.
it's-
It's
Oh,
not.
evening,
It's
okay.
kind of
We
like
could-
9 p.m. now.
Okay. I
Okay.
was like, if he just walks down the road, they're all gonna see him. But we
Yeah.
shove him through the woods. That might be okay.
He's just on the floor bleeding a little bit as we're doing all this. Just looking at
I
his
imagine.
new lack of hand. Yeah, I think if we just... Yeah, let's just separate their arrival time, so we should be good.
Mhm.
We know that the tent was close enough for her to do the visions for yourself, so it
Right.
would certainly be within her reach, but it's the best we can do, really. Unless they have their own... Amos, do you have anywhere that you would like to meet Mirabelle? Preferably not her tent on the road, but somewhere a little more hidden, a bit further away.
Well, I guess we occasionally went to a tavern called the Oak River. A little
Would they
ways.
recognise you there?
Yes.
Wear a hood.
Yeah, you shouldn't go there. Maybe.
Keep the hat low, you'll be fine.
All right. I haven't been there in months.
Maybe grow some facial hair or something. I don't know.
And you're gonna send Mirabelle to meet me there.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
That's right. It may be a couple days. We'll make sure that she's well enough to travel. But you have our word. You've trusted us, and you have shown that you're willing to sacrifice for her,
To bleed.
which is quite a... That's right.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
quite a noble thing, I must say. So, if you can please trust us that we'll repay the sacrifice that you've made. And you and Mirabelle can go about your lives without this hanging over you. I think everybody could benefit from moving on from this.
He looks down at his hand, or lack thereof, and well, I suppose I'll have to. Thank goodness my
It's
sword fighting days are done.
It's
sir.
very important to me that you remember one thing. You are not the reason Darius fell. You were a catalyst. It could be partly blamed to you. You did not win a victory there.
You take my hand, you take my home and my daughter, and won't even allow me my pride. Real nice.
It is taking a great deal of restraint for you to leave with your life.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
You're very welcome.
Well, I'll be off.
So the tavern just up the road, you'll be there for 2 days, yes?
I'll be at the Oak River, yes.
Lovely. I'll keep that in mind.
All right. He stands and just like tucks his arm into his coat. Looks back through the trees where faintly in the distance the faint light of Accord. The hamlet that this man built from the ground up on land gifted to him for his war service. He looks and then begins to trudge off in a kind of southwesterly direction. So you guys have got a nice bloody hand
Yeah, we do.
with a ring on it, thankfully.
If someone else could hold it just to keep it away from Rodney, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
Thank you. High five.
Just fucking around. So
Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, it's always paper.
Dang.
Ravinia mentioned that there was a little copse just to the east of Accord. I think you're basically on the western edge of it, which kind of dips behind the hamlet. But
Oh, yeah.
I assume you're going that way.
Yeah, I feel like that should be our first stop, right?
So it's not too far. It's just a short walk. But sure enough, moving east through the trees after a few hundred meters, you locate a small clearing of trees and a stone plinth.
Guess I'll put the hand on the thing. We good? We good?
Yeah, we're
Put the
good.
hand on the thing.
Make sure the
Could
make sure the ring's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah, sorry.
I fell off while we were fucking around. I'm gonna keep a hand.
Chase him down.
I'm gonna maybe keep a hand on the plinth or some kind of nearby, something that looks part of it at least, just to see if there's any kind of telepathic connection I can form through that as she collects, so to speak.
Of course,
You're
in
gonna keep a
Playdeen
hand on the
they
plinth while we keep a hand on the plinth.
yeah. Of course, in Playdeen they traditionally wear the
hands in.
wedding ring on the right hand. No.
Damn it.
Presumably we
Played in the
checked.
heart
Amos,
sword on
come
the side.
back!
Exactly.
No, no need, as the three of you hear Ravinia's voice in your head, giving that trademark chuckle of hers. She sighs and... I knew you wouldn't do it, you know. She laughs, she goes, it's all right. She says, I don't know why you thought I wouldn't know. I've been in his head for 18 months. But because I'm in his head, I really felt how much that hurt him. It was brilliant. What a great idea. And he's lost his daughter. He's lost his home. And got something of a dressing down as well, it seems to me. On multiple counts.
It's like you deserved it. Yeah.
He's just liking Lorben more and more.
I look forward to working with you again in the future, I'm sure.
I would love that, honestly. Like, if you're ever looking for work, come via... If I'm not at Gal-Bromas, then maybe try and loom. I could be there. But anyway, I should kill you, of course, for going back on our arrangement, but I enjoyed this so much. It's been really good to speak with people again. I couldn't have asked for more. So you can keep the garments as well, of course. The girl, she's free. She can do as she wishes. She can go and be with Amos if that's what she wants.
The information you said you were able to offer for thoughts and fears of people from our past, is there anything I could do to still make use of that?
Give me this is gonna be a tough one because she's already given you quite a lot and you didn't even carry out the
last
job.
pitch I'll do is I'll try and use the dressing down I gave him to kind of be like, I don't think either of us expected that dressing down, so maybe something for that.
Give me
if you enjoyed it.
Give me a persuasion check. DC 15 though.
Sorry, I'm gonna roll a 1
No,
anyway.
14. No good.
I don't think I've rolled higher than a 10 other than that 1 or the 2 to do useless things.
She says, "My dear Lorben, I'm almost tempted because you've given me so many great ideas for if anyone annoys me in the future, but I think the gifts I've given you are fair payment for the job, which, need I remind you, was not even fully carried out. Nevertheless, I thank you for the gift of his hand. And it's hilarious to me that he'll no longer be wearing his wedding ring. See you in Loom, friends."
Genuinely such a pleasure to meet you.
You too, and you look great in those trousers.
Thank you.
They do look fantastic.
So fashionable and functional.
Ravinia's voice dissipates.
I mean, she's like the master of pranking. It's amazing.
Fucking got his ass.
Absolutely.
Is that what pranks are?
He's been summarily punked.
It's a little
You should see the look on your face. You got fucking got, you idiot.
He's just there with a stump. Yeah.
Good one. Good one.
Wonderful.
Where to, friends?
We should probably go check on Mirabelle, right?
Yeah, what if she just kind of snapped out of it? Let's, hurry.
Yeah, and I don't want to leave her with those idiots for too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we gonna tell them idiots? Speaking of.
Maybe we lost him in the woods. Maybe nothing. Maybe.
That's spooked. He ran off.
Maybe we lost sight of him and we were coming back to the house to see if he'd beat us there. They're gonna think we killed him no matter what we do. I think maybe we just make our excuses and get going.
What time is it right now? Is it getting late enough?
By the time you get back there, it will be like close to 10 p.m.
Okay, so maybe we just try to be a little bit stealthy about all this.
I do have my new boots.
Yeah, you do. You sure do. Send you in and gather Mirabelle and I don't know.
Gonna go into the classic stealth crouch as we get close to the house.
Jeb and Ingrid, something that you note ever since Lorben put these new boots on is that you cannot hear his footsteps at all, even when you're right next to him.
Oh, cool.
So
Fancy.
sneaky.
As you so as you approach the houses, you can actually see Garrett stood. Are you coming from the front or the back of the house?
Probably the back, right?
Yeah, so
If we're trying to be sneaky.
Garrett is actually stood just outside the back door. Well, about like 5 feet away from the back door, and kind of looking away from the house, off to not in the direction of the trees where you came from, just like along the house almost, and it appears to be like smoking something outside. You can just make out the with your half elf eyes, see him the faint glow of him smoking some kind of perhaps pipeweed.
Do we? How do we do this?
I guess
feel
if
like
you're trying to be sneaky, I'll hang back. I'm not sneaky.
should I try and sneak in the front, or should I maybe try and put on Amos's voice again and see if that works?
We do know there's the back door to this house.
Yeah, he seems to be hanging out the back of it though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
But then
Different
again, you've got
windows.
silent footsteps.
yeah, true.
I guess I can try
Is there a
and
window?
get around to the front door with the silent footsteps. I'm assuming he's like. It would be reasonably impossible to try and sneak past him through the back door that he's like smoking out of. So I feel like the front door.
He's not looking at it. I mean, your footsteps are silent. You tell me.
Do you know what? I'll give it a go.
Good.
Could happen.
Lorben,
Yeah.
give me a stealth check with advantage, please.
With advantage, you're too kind.
DC
Oh,
of 12. Oh yeah.
Oh, he's done it.
Yay!
finally.
Creeping up
Good,
towards the back of the house.
Almost didn't.
Lorben, you can probably barely believe this yourself. Like, you know that this guy should be able to hear you. He just seems to be locked in thought and just casually smoking away, leaning against the house, looking off the other way, and the back door is actually open. He's left it open. He's just stood outside there, and you just tiptoe past. Your feet
I'll
fall
go-
silently on the ground, up a couple
Beautiful.
of steps, and in through the back door.
I'll go straight. Well, now there's a dog, I know. But I will.
There's a dog
Try
lying,
and calm the dog.
lying a small hound, like hunting hound, but it's lying asleep on the
Perfect.
in the kind of living room area near the chairs.
Straight up the stairs.
If you go upstairs, there's a couple of rooms, and in the and you can actually see once you reach the top of the stairs, the room that Mirabelle is in, and you can see that because she is sitting upright, sitting kind of on the edge of the bed, just like her hands on her knees, and like just looking a bit bewildered.
Yeah.
She looks up,
I-
and now she can see you. You're dead ahead of her, right? Like she sees you, and looks confused. Sort of
Mirabelle.
goes to look alarmed, but then sort of like pauses. She's seen you before.
I'm Lorben. I signed your census earlier, and I've helped your father escape from town. A lot of information's going to hit you very quickly. Let me know if you need me to repeat any of it to help you process.
Where's my widget?
Your widget. Oh.
She
Did I
starts-
take?
She starts looking around. So where is it?
I think I'll help her find it. I don't believe I know if any of us kept hold of it. I think we left it with her, so her father probably would have moved it with her, hopefully. So it should be nearby.
She opens a drawer on her nightstand and it's in there. She takes her widget
Perfect.
out and begins to immediately just like fiddle with it between her fingers.
I'm just like, okay, we have gone to the tower. There is a dangerous presence there that was controlling and hurting your father. We have dealt with it, but your father has had to leave town and is waiting for you at a tavern up the road that I believe you're aware of.
The Oak River?
Yes. In 1 day or 2 days, your preference, or even at any time really now at this point, you're free to go there. He's waiting for you there. If you'd like accompaniment, I'm sure we can help take you there. But your father has had to leave Accord forever, I'm afraid.
He's never coming
Although-
back. You promise?
I'm now thinking about it. I'm just like, we don't have a reason for him to not come back anymore. Because the only reason was that we wanted him to fake his death to appease the person who knows he didn't die. So I think realizing that, I'm going to be like, Actually, sorry, I apologize. I misspoke. Your father had an accident in which his hand was cut off. He's waiting at the tavern where they've given him some medical attention. He was a little confused and believed that we had done it, but we just happened to help him. But he's waiting for you there, and you can absolutely feel free to bring him home. He may believe he's not safe, but just tell him that I, Lorben, the half-elf from Darius, have told him that he is absolutely safe and will always be in my heart.
Give me a deception check with disadvantage.
Lovely. Absolutely.
My axe slipped. Sorry.
Just that sudden realization of
heavy.
like, hang on,
So
there's
heavy.
no reason that he can't be here anymore.
She just looks absolutely baffled. She's like, "Can you just slow down a second?
Yep.
You just told me like 3 different stories, and I don't. Is father gone?
Temporarily,
Does
will
he
return.
believe he cannot come back?
Correct. But he can, but he has been told otherwise, that the circumstances have changed.
But he believes completely that he's not allowed to return.
Correct? Can I roll an insight to see if she kind of wants that?
Please.
Because I'm getting vibes here. That
I'm so
she's
excited to where this is going.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
You
Hell yeah.
see activity in her eyes. Or, like she's sort of looking. It's almost you can almost see the wheels turning. And then she just looks up. I think the insight check tells you that you were perhaps expecting a despondent reaction, and it definitely doesn't appear to be that. It still seems concerned, but it's more like just uncertainty.
Mirabelle, level with me here. What is it that you want?
She stands up and looks you square in the eyes and then leaps into you with a hug.
I accept
wow.
it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And you swear he's never coming back.
Not if you don't wish it. I could help it be more permanent if you
So
wish.
I can go wherever I want now.
I would heartily recommend doing it safely with a retinue or some kind of accompaniment, but wherever you wish, just be safe.
Where are you going?
I believe our next stop was the town with the meteor. What was its name?
Oakenford.
That was the one. Sorry, it's been a
Jeff
couple
from the
of days.
bushes is like poking for.
I'm opening the window. Oakenford. Yes, that was it.
Take me with you. I've never been to any other town. I'd love to go. And you're right, I shouldn't travel alone. We've seen how dangerous that can be. But take me with you as far as Oakenford.
It is currently in ruins and was hit by rocks from the sky and is basically a large crater with a huge humanitarian effort.
Perhaps I can help.
I truly believe you can. I don't have any qualms with this, to be honest with you. I think I'm okay with this. I'm more than happy to accompany you to Oakenford.
I'm ready to go.
It's very important to me that we make sure that the town is aware that you are doing this willfully. Your father has maybe...
I've got it.
I don't
she
want people
opens,
to
she
think we
runs to
killed
the
your
window
father.
and goes,
Oh,
Garrett! Garrett is like right below her, like outside the back door.
I look at Ingrid and I'm like, oh shit, they're screaming again.
We're like in the
Lady
bushes.
Mirabelle, you're
Oh, God.
awake! He's like, yes, I'm awake and I'm leaving forever. Bye! Bam!
I'm just going to open the window after. She's an adult and can make her own choices!
Who's that? Finny!
Or say, she's an adult, make her own choices!
Again, and Ingrid, like, I'm gonna trust that this is going all right, but I'm really not sure right now.
Ingrid is just cackling, laughing.
I'm just like,
Vinny!
oh, jeez.
Miss Mirabelle's leaving town forever, she says, and I think I can hear some people laughing in the trees.
Garrett, I'm leaving the house to you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Freeman. Is that you? You've come back already?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go forever. The house is yours. And I never did anything at Darius. I was lying. Bye.
Vinny! Yeah? Did you hear that? Mr. Freeman never done nothing at Darius, he says. Why? He's always on about that. Why is he saying that then? I don't know. Anyway.
This is the loudest fucking village I've ever seen.
My dog's alright anyway.
My dog's all right. Well, thank God.
A simple people.
Yeah. People of the land.
Where do you all want to convene?
Fuck knows.
The horses are out the front of Accord, right? Like you rode into the front of Accord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna maybe bring Mirabelle to the horses and get her to help me lead the horses because she loved the horses. But help me lead the horses over to the guys in the bushes and be like, Mirabelle's gonna come with us to Oakenford. I guess. Yeah,
She sounded real excited about it, I think.
She really
she's just stand there
her
twiddling
dad was
her
really
widget.
stopping her. Yeah. Her father was really stopping her from doing things. But he is going to get restless. But I kind of. Mirabelle, he's going to come looking for you after a couple of days. That's I don't know what you want us to do about that, but that's a problem that's going to exist.
Well,
You can try.
as long as he's not here to stop me going places, I doubt he'll know where to even look for me, but... Well, one problem at a time.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
This is going to be another weird use of telekinesis. Can I attempt to see if I can reach Ravina through Mirabelle with telepathy? Sorry, not telekinesis. Just for kind of like, just a little wink nudge, just like, there you go, a little bit more torment for you.
Yes, you can.
Kind of use her as the contact back to Ravina.
This poor girl.
I know.
You don't get any response back.
Yeah.
Something
Well,
in
that's
your
good. Feeling in my tummy.
something in your mind tells you that whether she actually knows or not, maybe Ravinia knew this would happen all along, and yes, she's delighted that this will cause Amos further pain. The only thing worth caring about.
It ended up accidentally being exactly the thing that I pitched to her, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it kind of did, didn't it?
Kinda. Yeah.
And he lost a
Funny
hand,
how
so,
things
you know.
work out.
Yeah.
I got to chop something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dead did he need to
It was
be?
a great day.
Minus a hand. That was the answer.
So the road to Oakenford is it is also sort of vaguely in the same direction as Amos set off, but I don't think you'll see him on the road. He
No.
knows to stay off the roads, and
I think as best as we can, I probably, knowing that, would have tried to bundle Mirabelle in some kind of large cloak or something to try and hide her as a known figure on the road to him if he was to catch sight.
Jeb and Ingrid, you ride on KN, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
And Lorben, you ride with Mirabelle sitting behind you on Frank.
I don't know if ride is the right verb for how Lorben attempts to use transport.
Transport. Now,
He happens to be on a horse.
for my for my benefit above the table, we talked about this a couple of times. Did you guys ever reach consensus on whether you wanted to stop in at Midgeon first, or were you heading directly to Oakenford?
Oh, that's a point.
Because there
I
was
believe we
discussion
intended to
around
go to
both.
Midgeon.
Yeah.
I think Midgeon was a potential stop on the way to find out information about the writer of the Book of Constellations, whose name I can't
Yeah.
quite remember.
Tillis Trelline, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, if it is en route, I mean, Mirabelle's just here to see the world, right? So I don't think she really wouldn't mind a little detour if that's still something we want to do.
Yeah.
I kind
It's
of
on the
feel.
way, right?
Yeah.
This detour did take a lot longer than anticipated, though, so I think Lorben would have been
Yeah, and I'm
okay
kind
to
of
go
thinking,
more
like,
direct.
True.
Yeah, like I'm thinking like Jeb, like spent all that time in the woods and had this goal in mind to get back there as soon as possible, and we've already been sidetracked enough times that I feel like
Yeah.
he would kind of say like, happy to go to Midgen, but really feel like we need to check in on Oakenford and make sure that they're okay,
Yeah.
and then
Maybe
go
we
back.
could
But
make-
yeah,
Can we make Midgen like a stop to rest, and then maybe we can ask around a little bit, and then just head out in the morning? Maybe. I don't know. I don't have the map in front of me, but
yeah, timing wise, would
Yeah.
that make sense to Jeb?
If all you did was go to Midgen and spend an hour there and leave, that would be about half a day of added time.
Okay.
Of course, I guess the question is, what's going to happen when you get there?
Right.
Are you
Like, if we
going to
finally-
get there and stay an hour, or are you going to, that half day could become a couple of days pretty easily,
Are you gonna get there? Stay an hour. Are you gonna meet a crazy lady in a tower? Who can say?
And that rhymes.
are we
so-
gonna put a pin
And
in
that does rhyme. That's right. That's right.
But yeah, I guess I would like you all to make that decision at this point, so that I know what to prep for the next session, basically.
Valid.
Yeah, I think Lorben probably revealed a little too much of his darker sides than he wanted to, so he's happy to let Jeb pull us to the nice humanitarian effort sooner if needs be.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, just to role play it, I think it'd be like, now, Lorben, I understand this is important and this could tie back into what's happening in that town, but I feel like with the amount of time it's been since we've been there, it'd be pretty important to make sure that they're doing okay and relay what we found out about the Great Wolf and see if we can learn anything from there. And then based on that, we might be able to learn some more in that trip to Midgen as well.
My marching orders, so to speak, are simply Great Wolf. I don't really have a deadline on that, so I appreciate your
Yeah.
company on this. So anything we can do to make this easier
course.
for you is good for me. I don't know about you, Ingrid.
Yes, sir.
Are you
I'm
happy
just
with this? or-
I'm just here to help. Wherever we want to go.
You've been a great help. I would have been hacking at that wrist for at least 20 minutes.
That would not have been a
It's a
clean
sharp.
job.
I rarely sharpen this dagger.
You should really fix that.
I honestly don't know how. I chip it every time.
Okay.
So it
next time
sounds
we're
like
at
the. Sorry, go ahead, Ingrid.
camping. So next time we're at camping, I'll handle it for you.
A great pleasure.
So it sounds like the group is resolved to go back to Oakenford then.
Yeah, directly.
And that's, Mirabelle's excited about it as well. As Frank and KN bear you through the night for as long as you can go before the need to rest strikes. It has been quite a day and a bit, a day really. I think it was early that morning that you ran into Mirabelle. So it's been quite a speedy chain of events that have resolved in good time. But as you ride on, the mystery of Great Wolf is back in your in your line of sight now. But you are equipped now, each with items of some advantage, two of which we've seen in action. Ingrid, it remains to be seen how the gift from Ravinia will pan out for you, but I'm sure all will be revealed before too much longer. I think there was something else I was going to say. No, I think that is all. I think that is where we will leave today's session. The three of you with your guest in tow, Mirabelle, riding off into the night, away from Accord and southwest back towards the Elf Road and on to Oakenford Crossroads.